Fast music. Closer to the sun. What happened?
It might be dead. Just put it on your speaker. Did it disconnect? I didn't think about it. That's not your phone.
Huh?
Is the light on?
Yeah, that's as loud as my phone go.
Is the light on?
It's top. I don't see no light.
Nah, it's all dead.
Well.
I got to
Hold on, y'all.
Oh my goodness.
see if we hook up this one.
It's the same one.
Yeah, different number. Just hit that circle. It just hit. There you go. It just connected to your phone. I ain't hit my phone yet. Hold on. Let me disconnect. All right, it should hit your phone.
What is it?
Hit that second button on Bluetooth button. Let me see.
Hold on.
Yeah. Now hit the Bluetooth button. You just connected to Zoom. I got my Bluetooth.
What about mama's phone? One second, y'all. Trying to get this music fired up.
Damn, this some gas, Jay.
Ain't no drawing back, it ain't no switching sides. It's life or death, good or evil, now you decide. It's all or nothing, ain't no bluffing, yeah, do or die. To go to war with Elka, now you know that's suicide. It ain't no drawing back, it ain't no switching sides. It's life or death, good or evil, now you decide. It's all or nothing, ain't no bluffing, yeah, do or die. To go to war with Elka, now you know that's suicide. You a servant or an agent, I'm running out of patience. These doctrines getting flagrant, I'm looking for a saving while others seeking payments. Straight and narrow pace in the kingdom, what I'm chasing. Do you know what we facing if we don't get it right? Repentance, stay prepared, he come like a thief in the night. True soldiers, stay ready, you can't pretend in a fight. Use the weapons that he left us on his ascent to the height. Bro, let's keep it real. If you don't study for the test, then you won't get the seal. Salvation only meant for those to who it's been revealed. Little children, it's the last time you wanna live or die. It's time to pick a side. Ain't no drawing back, it ain't no switching sides. It's life or death, good or evil, now you decide. It's all or nothing, ain't no bluffing, yeah, do or die. To go to war with Elka, now you know that's suicide. It ain't no drawing back, it ain't no switching sides. It's life or death, good or evil, now you decide. It's all or nothing, ain't no bluffing, yeah, do or die. To go to war with Elka, now you know that's suicide. Follow the shepherd, he'll never leave a sheep behind. Can't avoid that ditch when the blind lead the blind. Ain't walking your purpose, we was called to be divine. The end is here, but they can't see the signs. I wonder why. Can't reach the goal if you don't do the work or hate to try. Without the law, it ain't no way you can escape the fire. Judgment is coming, ain't no running, and you can't hide from it. I'm just keeping it 100. You might laugh now, but later it won't be funny when you get rewarded for bowing down to abundance. Hey, eternal life or death, it's yours to choose. The Bible holds the clues, salvation of the Jews. Ain't no drawing back, it ain't no switching sides. It's life or death, good or evil, now you decide. It's all or nothing, ain't no bluffing, yeah, do or die. To go to war with Elka, now you know that's suicide. It ain't no drawing back, it ain't no switching sides. It's life or death, good or evil, now you decide. It's all or nothing, ain't no bluffing, yeah, do or die. To go to war with Elka, now you know that's suicide.
Yeah. Vision of Hebrew. Let's get it. See, I was raised in the city where anybody died, trying to make it to the one where the righteous gon' survive. Fruit trees, living by the living water, suck it up. The wicked gon' get killed if it's blasphemy to shut it up. I'm trying to dwell with the righteous one. Yeah, Christ is king and I believe he's the begotten son. You don't believe, then I'm sorry you're forgotten, son. From the beginning, he's the light before the moon and sun. You in denial, so you can't get in Jerusalem. All that confusing that you doing, like you speaking in tongue. Can you recite that? No, I don't think so, dude. I'll praise the Elohim for using me as a tool. I'm trying to chill with just men and stay away from the fools. Counting every man a liar in your who of the truth. New city, I can't wait to get in. I don't even speak my mind, boy, to woo up my pen.
He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Ruach saith unto the churches. To him that overcometh will I give to eat of the tree of life, which is in the midst of the paradise of Yah. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city.
Now we heard them either talking, we ain't worried about a thing. Keep our hand to the plow and regretting about a thing. Keep our faith on high, turn up peace what can't no rains. Wipe our fake, not sight, we ain't changing not a thing. Oh, don't worry, please don't worry. Yeshua true vine, we the branch keep growing. Every seed keep spreading, true secrets keep lurking. Cause all we wanna hear to our ears. Welcome to the new city. 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 We ain't never gonna stop till the casket drop. Y'all didn't well know round the block. Welcome to the new city. Welcome to the new city. Oh.
Old city season desolate since the intro into its gates. New city awaits for the real children of Israel to populate. Turn away from the son of perdition, weeping gnashing the teeth, and can buy us free. Keys to the city, so much better than utopia. Y'all love is dope, and I ain't talking about opium. Open up them 4 gates, 3 names of the 12 tribe. Babylon reduced to ash, so be my filthy past compassionate. Before sleeping with a whore, be abstinent. Marriage ceremony of the lamb, be prepared for it. My goal is to see those streets of gold. Each won't have to teach no more. Whole world in the palm of his hand, and he ain't letting go. Oh Jerusalem, oh Jerusalem. Y'all taking the vanity out of beautiful. Who is Abba? Welcome to the new city. Yeah.
Now we heard them either's talking, we ain't worried about a thing. Keep our hand to the plow, ain't regretting about a thing. Keep our faith on high, turn on peace, what can't on rains. Wipe our fake, not sight, we ain't changing not a thing. Oh, don't worry, please don't worry. Yeshua, true vine, we the branch, keep growing. Your seed keep spreading, true seekers keep lurking. Cause all we wanna hear to our ears. Welcome to the new city. 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 We ain't never gonna stop till the casket drop. Y'all didn't well known round the block. Welcome to the new city.
New city, new
Welcome
city.
to the new city.
Hey, let me tell you about my father's business. I'm what they call a witness. Sometimes the subject of discussion's judgment, not all forgiveness. Some people forced to sin, and with others the law was given. I turned away from our wickedness when I saw a vision. It was a new earth, governed by the dark skin. Those up under the covenant are the ones chosen to have part in. We're steady exposing all these dark men. We're walking on water, I guess you could say that the way that we move resembles a shark's fin. We'll never burn in hell, but watch us glow in heaven. My father told me it won't prosper when they show a weapon. We're chosen prophets, so you know we're pressing. Our righteous energy will disarm the enemy as we overstep them. You know that family means a lot in our culture, man. No pork is royal blood flowing through our kosher veins. There's a whole lot of obstacles we've overcame. It's the new city, Yahushua will let them vocals
now we
sing.
heard them either's talking, we ain't worried about a thing. Keep our hand to the plow, ain't regretting about a thing. Keep our faith on high, turn on peace, what can't on rains. Wipe our fake, not sight, we ain't changing not a thing. Oh, don't worry, please don't worry. Yeshua, true vine, we the branch, keep growing. Your seed keep spreading, true seekers keep lurking. Cause all we wanna hear to our ears. Welcome to the new city. 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 We ain't never gonna stop till the casket drop. Y'all didn't well know round the block. Welcome to the new city. Welcome to the new city.
Got my hand to the plow with my mind in the clouds. Paying what I owe, spend my time keeping vows. Food for the soul, bread of life, be the chow. In the end, every knee gon' bow. Prayer dwell in his house. Kingdom in my sights, now I'm gunning. On the straight and narrow, steady pace, how I'm running. Confident and bold to his throne, how I'm coming. Payment on the back end, no frontin'. I'm talking streets of gold. Dead eternal rest for my soul. Firm in the faith, won't bend nor fold. Living sound doctrine, faithful words on my whole. Follow righteousness, yeah, we live by a code. New Jeru, I hope he give us words to come through. It's many that he called, that he chose, but a few. Pray I'm in attendance by time the bell rung. I just wanna hear job well done.
Now we heard them either's talking, we ain't worried about a thing. Keep our hand to the plow, ain't regretting about a thing. Keep our faith on high, turn on peace, what can't on rains. Wipe our fake, not sight, we ain't changing not a thing. Oh, don't worry, please don't worry. Yeshua, true vine, we the branch, keep growing. Your seed keep spreading, true seekers keep lurking. Cause all we wanna hear to our ears. Welcome to the new city. 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 We ain't never gonna stop till the casket drop. Y'all didn't well know round the block. Welcome to the new city. Welcome to the new city.
All praise, honor, and great glory is unto our Elohim, the Elohim of Abraham, the Elohim of Isaac, and the Elohim of Jacob, to our King, Yeshua HaMashiach. He will lead us to that new city, but you got to be dedicated and not motivated. You got to be consecrated, and even the sanctification of your heart and your mind is the only way you're going to get to the new city. Happy Feast of Tabernacles to the brethren and the sisters. Those who will be privileged to be in the elect. It will be a privilege and an honor to be at the true dedication of the Father. Shabbat Shalom. Turn it over to the brother.
Hallelujah. All praises to the Most High. Happy Feast of Dedication. Happy Hanukkah. However you want to, however you want to say it. I'm your brother, Akti. I got my brother with me. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Yeah. Shalom, shalom, family. Happy Feast of Dedication. It is brother Isaiah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So, hey, where everybody at, Hebrew? Where everybody at? They ain't out there singing Christmas carols. Where everybody at in the chat, man? Y'all unwrapping gifts right now? Y'all unwrapping gifts, still trying to be at this class this evening.
Hey, believe it or not, some of them had to go to the plantation. My rib had to go to the plantation today.
Yeah, I know. I'll be back in there Friday. You know what I'm saying? So I already know how it go. But y'all see what the title to the class is. We back to the basics. This feast edition, the Maccabean spirit. You know what I'm saying? And it's pretty straightforward class. We're gonna do our milk thing, I guess I could say, since it's BTTB, back to the basics. But pretty much, man, it's straightforward. We're gonna look at the Maccabean spirit and what it is. And what it is, like, it is basically a radical approach to eradicating wickedness.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That at some point in our walk, it's gonna be something in our walk to where we just ain't gonna be able to take the passive approach to it.
Right.
It ain't nothing wrong with that approach. Praying 3 times a day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Doing your daily studies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's kind of the relaxed approach.
It is needed.
It's needed. But it's going to be some stuff that we come up against, as individuals, as a nation.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, where all this, we going to have to petition the Most High to prepare our hands for physical war.
Come on now.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, we ain't just going to be able to sit around and just pray and wait for something to happen. Hey, because the Maccabees, they prayed, but after they prayed, they got ready for war.
Come on now.
Yes, sir.
They got ready for war, for physical warfare. And that's pretty much what we gonna be focusing on, the radical spirit to eradicate wickedness.
Come on, brother.
Like just the zero tolerance, no fly zone for sin. That's what that's the spirit that these brothers was under. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can either be under this spirit or you can be under the spirit everybody's under today. Happy holiday. You can be in that spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
What's up, bro?
No, me and my baby was out. We made a run out to North Memphis with Dranium. And coming back, we was riding, and my baby was like, "Man, everything closed today. Everything closed." I was like, "Yeah, everybody today is out worshiping the devil."
Yep.
And it's sad as hell, brother.
Yeah, it is, bro. And how ironic does our day fall on one of the biggest pagan days in history?
Sir. Yes,
you know what I'm saying? And every so often, the Most High set it up like this so that His word can be a witness against the world. You say, well, T, how can a holiday falling on a feast day be a witness against the world? Well, because you presented with a choice now. See, now this leaving you without excuse in the end. Just like you kept Christmas for 40 years in a society where information is readily available at your fingertips, you doing that for 40 plus years was a conscious decision, right? The information of what the pagan origins is of Christmas was out there all those years of your living, waiting to be accessed. That was a conscious decision as well. If you never did, right? So the scripture talk about how nature and the course of nature eventually is going to reveal law or point you to the Most High. That's what it's doing today, this year.
Come on now.
The course of nature pointing the world, hey, you can either do this year on this day, or you can do this. Wicked righteousness. Which one you gonna pick? Which one? Hey, nature is gonna reveal law to you at some point.
Yeah.
And boy, oh boy, did it this year.
Hallelujah, brother.
Did it this year. So let's get into it, Hebrew. Matter of fact, let's go there. Let's start it out at Psalms 19. Psalms 19, Hebrew. Psalms 19. And this is why I don't get into all the fuss about the calendars and all that. Because look, it's going to come a point in time at some point in that calendar year where the world going to have to make a decision anyway. I don't care what calendar you talking about. Because something like this is going to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Thanksgiving going to run in the tabernacles. Christmas going to run in the dedication or whatever the case may
Easter
be.
on Passover.
Easter on Passover.
Yeah.
That's why I don't argue about the calendar stuff. I research it to make sure I'm educated when it's brought up. But man, I don't look, because you know what? No matter regardless what calendar you going off for, you still got to make a choice today. You got to make a choice. So let's get it, Hebrew. Psalms 19, 1 through 4. Go ahead.
All right, so verse 1. The heavens declare the glory of Elohim, and the firmament showeth his handiwork.
So these are factors that determine the months and the seasons. So nature is eventually going to point you to the Most High. That's why nobody on this earth will have an excuse at Judgment Day. I ain't never heard a word. I ain't never had a brew break it down to me. Well, you had something every day, something everybody got every day. That's the firmament.
Right.
That's nature, the course of nature. It's law in nature. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 2.
Yeah.
Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. There is no speech nor language where the voice is not heard.
Right. So nature
the line is found.
Bilingual, right? Nature is bilingual. I don't care what language you speak. You can look at nature and things in nature and find the Most High. I don't care what race you are. All right, go ahead.
Their line is gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. And them had he set a tabernacle for the sun.
Next spot. Let's go to First Enoch, Hebrew 101. Let me see if I can remember how to do this. You got you there yet, Hebrew?
101, you said?
Yeah, First Enoch 101. What page number is that?
That's page 82.
Okay. All right, First Enoch 101. When you get it, Hebrew, go ahead. Pick it up at verse 1.
Okay, so verse 1, family. Examine the heaven, you sons of heaven, and all the works of the Most High, and be afraid to do evil in his presence. If he closes the windows of heaven and hinders the rain and the dew from descending upon the earth because of you, what will you do? Or if he sends his anger against you and your deeds, and it is not you who would entreat him because you utter bold and hard words against his righteousness, you shall have no peace. Do you not see the sailors of the ship, how their ships are tossed up and down by the billows and are shaken by the winds, and they become anxious? On this account, it is evident that they are seized by fear, for they will discharge all their valuable property, the goods that are with them, into the sea. They think in their hearts that the sea will swallow them up, and they will perish in it. Is not the entire sea and all her waters and all her movements the very work of the Most High?
Yeah, hey, that's why in moments like that, your soul get to calling out to him. Because see, that's how you know this thing gonna be without excuse, man.
No,
that's built into your soul to know who created it.
Right.
When it get tight like this, Lord have mercy.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Lord have mercy.
Yes,
look what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh Lord.
Yes.
Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac. Oh Lord. Yeah. Nature. Hey, nature gonna eventually point you to the law of the Most High.
Come on, man.
All right, go ahead.
Has he not ordered her courses of action and her waters, indeed, her totality with sand? And his rebuke, they become frightened, and she dries up. Then her fish die, and all that is in her. But you, sinners, who are upon the earth, fear him not. Did he not make the heaven and the earth and all that is in them? Who gave the knowledge of wisdom to all those who move upon the earth and in the sea? Do not the sailors of the ship fear the sea? Yet the sinners do not fear the Most High.
Yet the sinners do not fear the Most High. We see it today. Hey,
Yes,
by
sir.
in 2024, you should not be ignorant to what Christmas is really about. You shouldn't be. It's just no excuse for you to be.
Yeah.
There's no excuse here. Let's go to the next part. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13, verse 5. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13, verse 5. Let me put this up. All right, when you get it, go ahead, bro.
Okay, so Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13, you say verse 5?
Yeah, verse 5.
Okay. For by the greatness and beauty of the creatures, proportionably the maker of them is seen.
You see that? By the greatness and beauty of the creatures, proportionably the maker of them is seen. Mankind will have no excuse. It don't matter if a brew never broke these scripts down to you. It don't matter. It don't matter, because you can walk outside every day and look at nature and find the creator. All right. Let's go to 1 Peter 2, 1 through 2. Let's go get into the class. All right, bro, go ahead.
Okay, 1 Peter 2 and 1. Wherefore, laying aside all malice and all guile and hypocrisies and envies and all evil speakings, as newborn babes desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby. If
Yes,
so
sir.
be ye have tasted.
My bad, bro. Go ahead.
No, that's my bad. If so be ye have tasted that the Most High is gracious, to
all
whom
right, let's drop that. That was in Hebrew, just 1 through 3.
Okay.
Let's drop that. Let's go to the next spot. Let's go to John 4 and 24. Let's hit that one. John 4 and 24. All right, go ahead.
Elohim is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth.
All right, Elohim is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship in spirit and truth. We read this all the time. Now, everybody's in a different spirit today, but everybody would claim they love God. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, we examining our spirit today, making sure we in the right spirit. Making sure we in this, in what we talking about today, this Maccabean spirit. We stumping out all manner of wickedness, not just today, but every day. Right? We need to have a cutthroat mentality when it comes to wickedness. All right, let's go to the next spot, bro. All right, we're finna do a little crash course on idolatry, Israel and idolatry. So let's go to Exodus 20. Let's go to Exodus 20 real quick, bro. Exodus 20. Pick it up at, we're gonna do 1 through 6. We're gonna skip.
Okay.
We're gonna do 1 through 6. When you get to go ahead.
Okay, family. So Exodus 20 and 1. And Elohim spake all these words, saying, I am the Most High, thy Elohim, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Or in Hebrew, that will read something like, thou shalt have no other gods in my face, in my presence. And his presence is everywhere. So
Yeah.
You should never give reverence to another God as long as you're living on this earth. See how that works? Go ahead, verse 4.
Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them. Nor
so picking up gifts in front of a tree, is that not bowing?
That's bowing, brother.
You got to bend down to get that tree. I mean, get that gift.
Yeah.
Somebody got to bend down to give it to you. All right, go ahead.
I, the Most High, thy Elohim, am a jealous Elohim, visiting the iniquities of the father upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
Right.
And showing mercy unto thousands.
Go ahead, bro.
You want me to keep going?
Yeah.
And showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments.
Right. So Christmas is not a commandment of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And he shows mercy unto those who keep his commandments. So if you're not keeping his commandments, then he's visiting the iniquity of the fathers on those generations.
Yes.
It's that simple. That's simple, right? So you can pass down empty traditions all you want and claim it's for the children. It don't teach them nothing. What do it teach them? Well, to love family. You ain't gotta keep Christmas to learn to love family. Spend time with family. You passing down empty traditions is what you're doing.
You actually turn them over to Moloch.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next spot. Yep. Let's go look at the marriage of Israel and the Most High. Let's go to Exodus 24. We need to know why serving other gods and bowing down before them is so disgusting to the Most High. Well, because we was married to the Most High.
That's right, brother.
And every time you give reverence to other God, that's spiritual fornication. A felony sin. That's a sin under death right there. Exodus 24, pick it up at verse 1.
Okay. So verse 1, family. And he said unto Moses, come up unto the Most High, thou and Aaron, Nadab and Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel, and worship ye afar off. And Moses alone shall come near the Most High, but they shall not come now, neither shall the people go up with him. And Moses came and told the people all the words of the Most High, and all the judgments, and all the people answered with one voice and said, all the words which the Most High had said will we do. And Moses wrote all the words of the Most High, and rose up early in the morning, and builded an altar under the hill, and 12 pillars, according to the 12 tribes of Israel. And he sent young men of the children of Israel, which offered burnt offerings, and sacrificed peace offerings of oxen unto the Most High. And Moses took half of the blood and put it in basins, and half the blood he sprinkled on the altar. And he took the book of the covenant and read in the audience of the people, and they said, all that the Most High has said will we do, and be obedient.
So verse 7, that's like when the preacher reads the vows. You know what I'm saying? Tell the man and the woman to read the vows to each other.
Yeah, I do.
All right. And then verse 8 is the consummation of the marriage.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
I was at verse 8, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people and said, behold, the blood of the covenant, which the Most High hath made with you concerning all these words. Then went up Moses and Aaron, Nadab and Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel. And they saw the Elohim of Israel, and that was under his feet, as it were, as paved works of a sapphire stone, and as it were the body of heaven in his clearness.
All right, let's drop that, Hebrew. Let's go to the next spot. Let's go to the next spot, Ezekiel 16. Ezekiel 16. Pick this up at verse 1, Hebrew. Pick this up at verse 1. Shalom to all in the chat. Happy feast of dedication to everybody in the chat.
Yes, sir.
We in Ezekiel chapter 16. We'll pick it up at verse 1.
All right, so verse 1. Again, the word of the Most High came unto me, saying, Son of man, cause Jerusalem to know her abominations, and say, thus saith the Most High Elohim unto Israel, thy birth and thy nativity is of the land of Canaan. Thy father was an Amorite, and thy mother an Hittite.
So in the eyes of the Most High, spiritually, you are what you act like. You are what you act like. If you are a natural born Israelite, but you live like a Gentile, in his eyes, you a heathen.
Yeah. And
we can read in certain places where when heathens live after the laws of the Israelites, it said they was just as if they were a Jew. That's spiritually speaking now. All right. So he said, look, he said the birth and thy nativity is of the land of Canaan. Your father was an Amorite and your mother was a Hittite. He said, I drove those people out of this land because of idolatry, and I put you here, and the behavior is no different. So it's like they descendants inherited this land.
Right.
That's what he mean when he say your father is an Amorite and your mother is a Hittite. All right. He talking spiritual. All right. Go ahead. Verse 4.
And as for thy nativity, in the day that thou wast born, thy navel was not cut, neither was thou washed in water to supple thee. Thou was not salted at all.
So now he's about to describe how in the next few verses, how, hey, this was an arranged marriage between the God of Israel and his people.
Mm-hmm. That's what it was.
He found this woman when she was a baby, supposed to be in swaddling clothing.
Yeah.
Waited until the time until she matured, then married her. All right, go ahead, Hebrew.
Nor swallow they all. None I pitied thee to do any of these unto thee, to have compassion upon thee, but thou wast cast out in the open field, to be to the loathing of thy person, in the day that thou wast born.
See what our condition was before the Most High started dealing with us? This what our condition is today if you're not dealing with the Most High. You sitting in your own blood cord, not cut, not swaddled. Don't know, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 6. And when I passed by thee, I saw thee polluted in thy own blood. I said unto thee, when thou was in thy blood, live. Yea, I said unto thee, when thou was in thy blood, live. I have caused thee to multiply as the bud of the field, and thou hast increased and waxen great, and thou art come to excellent ornaments. Thy breasts are fashioned, and thy hair is grown, whereas thou was naked and bare.
Right, verse 8.
Now when I passed by thee and looked upon thee, behold, thy time was the time of love. And I spread my skirt over thee and covered thy nakedness. Yea, I swear unto thee and entered into a covenant with thee, saith the Most High Elohim, and thou becamest mine.
That was that Exodus chapter 24 we just read.
Yes, sir.
He said, I spread my skirt over thee, covered your nakedness, because now it's his nakedness. And he said, I entered into a covenant with you and you became mine. Well, didn't nobody care about you now. Did none of these other gods that you was worshiping get you out of this situation that you was in? I did. Verse 9.
Then washed I thee with water. Yea, I thoroughly washed away thy blood from thee, and I anointed thee with oil. I clothed thee also with broidered work, and shod thee with a badger skin, and I girded thee about with fine linen, and I covered thee with silk. I decked thee also with ornaments, and I put bracelets upon thy hands, and a chain on thy neck. And I put a jewel on thy forehead, and earrings in thy ears, and a beautiful crown upon thy head. Thus wast thou decked with gold and silver, and thy raiment was of fine linen and silk and broidered work. Thou didst eat fine flour and honey and oil, and thou wast exceeding beauty, and thou didst prosper into a kingdom. And thy renown went forth among the heathen for thy beauty, for it was perfect through my comeliness, which I had put upon thee, saith the Most High Elohim.
You see that? He said, your beauty was perfect through my comeliness, not yours. Not yours, all right?
Yeah.
That's a message for our sisters, man. Don't think it's your beauty now. You only pretty through his comeliness.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 15. But thou didst trust in thy own beauty, and playedest the harlot because of thy renown, and pourest out thy fornications on every one that passeth by. His it was.
Ooh, he said everybody that passed by that wanted it was his.
Sad, man.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 16.
Yeah.
And of thy garments thou didst take, and deckest thy high places with divers colors, and playedest the harlot thereupon. The like thing shall not come.
He said the clothes I gave you undressed. You took them off for other guys.
My goodness.
Oh man, the dress I bought you. You wore to the temple of another god, and spiritually speaking, got naked for him when you bow down and start worshiping and doing the customs. This how he looking at it. This how us worshiping other gods looks to the Yahhead.
Mm.
That's why he putting it like this, because he want us to see how we act in his eyes when we do this stuff. Verse 17.
Thou hast also taken thy fair jewels of my gold and of my silver, which I had given thee, and madest to thyself images of men, and didst commit whoredom with them.
So the
And
jewel
tookest thou
I
brothers-
gave you, you took and made the image of another god?
Mm.
That's just, that's man, that's when you put it like that in relationship terms. Like, just think about it being done to you. Some of this stuff we read. Think about it being done to you by the hands of the person that you with.
Yeah, you be ready to kill him.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 18. And tookest thy broaded garments and covered them, and thou hast set mine oil and my incense before them. My meat also, which I gave thee, fine flour and oil and honey, wherewith I fed thee, thou hast even set it before them for a sweet savor. And thus it was, said the Most High Elohim.
That's just like you filling up your refrigerator so that the wife can have food at the house, and while you gone to work, she got a side dude in there cooking him meals with the food you bought. He look, he's sitting up there with his feet up,
propped up on your table,
sitting
in your robe.
Yeah. Got your hooping shorts on, chilling.
Head cracking time.
Hey, this what the Most High said. This what he said it like.
Sad, man, sad.
Go ahead, bro.
Moreover, thou hast taken thy sons and thy daughters, whom thou hast born unto me.
Here we go. It's for the children. It's for the children. Ain't that what they love to say, Hebrew?
Love it.
Well, this what he got to say about that. This what he got to say about that. Go ahead.
And sacrifice unto them to be devoured. Is this of thy whoredoms a small matter?
No, it's not. You see what he said when you get the children involved in the idolatry?
Yes, sir.
He said, is this of your whoredoms a small matter? No, it ain't.
Yeah, you a whore, but you're going to turn your daughter into one.
Go ahead, bro.
And your son into one.
Yeah. Look at what he said.
Thou hast slain my children, not yours, my children, and delivered them to cause them to pass through the fire for them. And in all thine abominations and thy whoredoms, thou hast not remembered the days of thy youth, when thou wast naked and bare, and was polluted in thy blood. You want me to keep going up?
Yeah, keep going all the way to 32.
Okay, verse 23, family. And it came to pass after all thy wickedness, woe, woe unto thee, saith the Most High Elohim, that thou hast also built unto thee an eminent place, and hast made thee an high place in every street.
Hey, look at our neighborhoods today. Look, go into the hoods, the inner cities.
Yes,
it's
sir.
a missionary Baptist something on every street.
On Mount Zion. Yes,
yeah.
Sir.
Mount Zion,
yes,
Martin Luther King, this missionary Baptist, Episcopalian, it's something on every street corner in the hood, a church.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah. That's to this day. All right, go ahead.
Verse 25. Thou hast built thy high place in every head of the way, and hast made thy beauty to be abhorred, and hast opened thy feet to every one that passeth by.
You had done what? What he say, bro?
Open thy feet. He to open your feet to every one that passeth by.
Just replace feet with legs. That's what he talking
feet spread, your legs spread.
So he said, hey, Israel, you spread eagle for every false god. Ooh wee, boy.
I sad but true, brother.
Man, sad but true, ain't it? Yeah, Kojic on every street corner, ain't it, Hebrew? Shoot, the Brews, they out there doing the arms today, ain't it?
No, it's gonna be Saturday.
It's gonna be Saturday. I was about to say, you probably standing out there right now looking at 4-5 in your vantage point. Where y'all gonna be at?
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
And multiply thy whoredoms. Thou hast also committed fornication with the Egyptians, thy neighbors, great of flesh, and hast increased thy whoredoms to provoke me to anger. Behold, therefore, I have stretched out my hand over thee, and have diminished thy ordinary food, and delivered thee unto the will of them that hate thee, the daughters of the Philistines, which are ashamed of thy lewd way. Man, thou hast played the
Most
whore.
High. He started affecting our resources because of idolatry. So I diminished thine ordinary food because of idolatry. Yeah. And you know how that works today. You waste all your money on these holidays and end up broke waiting for tax time.
Yeah, bills late. Lights gonna get cut off.
Yeah.
But check this out. He said the uncircumcised, the Philistines, they daughters ashamed of your lewd ways.
Ooh.
Man, come on.
Hey, that let you know you outdoing the heathen. You outdoing the heathen. Overcomers right now. Okay, then Hebrew, Most High willing. I'm gonna try to get out there before y'all.
Oh, they are going out today.
Before y'all
leave. I know they were going out today.
Y'all ain't too far from the crib.
Straight trade.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 28.
Yeah.
Thou hast played the whore also with the Assyrians, because thou wast unsatiable. Yea, man. Thou hast played the harlot with them, and yet couldst not be satisfied.
Ooh, you just screwing to be screwing. It ain't to just put your fire out there, you straight.
Nah, nympho.
Yeah.
That's what Israel is, spiritually speaking, nymphos. You said it right. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 29. Thou hast moreover multiplied thy fornications in the land of Canaan unto Chaldea, and yet thou wast not satisfied herewith. How weak is thine heart, said the Most High Elohim, seeing thou doest all these things, the works of the imperious, whorish woman. God,
this sickness, man. Oh, sick hole.
We laughing, boy, but that's hurtful too.
It is,
bad, man. Verse 31. In that thou buildest thine eminent place in the head of every way, and makest thy high place in every street, and has not been as in harlot, in that thou scornest hire. Man,
you don't even want to pay. Wait.
Yeah.
We ain't gotta give you no money for this.
You just doing what you doing.
Boy, that's
imperious.
That man.
You imperious, you whore, and you stupid.
That sound like 10 levels past being a whore at that point. Yeah, I don't even know what you call it at that point.
Sickness. That's that Isaiah 1, man.
You don't even, and you despise. It say you scorn is the hire. You get mad when they get ready to pull out the money.
I dare you. I'm not no hoe.
Yes, you are. You just a dummy.
Hey, that's crazy.
That's
but
sad,
that's
man.
Israel. This is our spiritual state, y'all. This is he putting it like this so that you can know just how bad it really is for our people.
That's right. That's right.
You open your feet to everybody that passed by. Everybody that passed by his it was.
They get a turn.
You were imperious whores. Man, he talking crazy.
Like what you saying.
Yes, sir.
He is talking real bad to Israel.
They need to be talking bad.
Go ahead, bro. 32.
verse 32.
Yeah.
But as a wife that committed adultery, which taketh strangers instead of her husband.
Read 33. Read 33.
Verse 33. They give gifts to all whores, but thou givest thy gifts to all thy lovers, and hirest them that they may come unto thee on every side for thy whoredom. Ooh.
You see that? It says they coming to relieve themselves through you, but you paying them.
Yeah.
Reverse prostitution. Nah, I guess that's what you call it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Stupidity.
Yeah, that's
Stupidity.
Hey, but that's showing you. That's like that verse is like a euphemism to show you how stupid you look serving other guys. It's just like a whore that's scoring payment and she pay her customers.
Right.
That's how you look celebrating Christmas to the Most High.
Right. You provide the service, but you pay to provide.
It's the same thing today. Fill these heathens' pockets up, celebrating their holiday.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
While you end up broke, depressed. It's the same thing. It's the same play.
Indeed.
This is how you look to the Most High. Celebrating holidays. Yeah. You look like a prostitute that pays her customers and hate when they try to pay her. That's what you look like celebrating Christmas.
Down the bush.
Ooh wee. Now that'll offend somebody out of their wickedness right there.
No,
nah, you right.
That'll offend me. Yeah, hey, somebody was but our forefathers made no sense of that. If they didn't took no debt, we wouldn't be sitting over here right now.
That's a fact, man. If somebody told me I look like a hoe that pay her customers celebrate Christmas,
right?
Ah, dang, I wouldn't even know what to say to that.
I'm ready to say
what?
But our people, that's why we sitting over here now.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Let's drop that Hebrew. Let's go to Job 14:4.
Yeah, that was some good eating right there.
All praises. Matter of fact, let's go Jeremiah. Jeremiah 3. My bad. I skipped over something. Jeremiah 3. Jeremiah 3. Pick it up at verse 1. Verse 1 through 14.
Okay.
That's right, sister. Matthew 15, 8 through 9. I believe that's about those vain traditions, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yep. All right, go ahead.
All right, so Jeremiah 3, family, in verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
They say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not the land be greatly polluted? But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers, yet return again to me, saith the Most High. Lift up thine eyes unto the high places, and see where thou hast not been leaned with. God, thou in the ways hast thou sat for them, as the Arabians in the wilderness, and thou hast polluted the land with thy whoredoms and with thy wickedness.
If you think this is outdated stuff, just look at your people today. Yes, we all over the map when it comes to spirituality.
That's right, brother.
We land everywhere. Some Negro 5%er, some Negro hotel, some Negro he Muslim but he eat pork and this. Some Negro go to church on Sunday and celebrate Christmas.
Yeah,
you know, we just all over the map. Well, I ain't religious. You got these people where I ain't religious. I'm spiritual. You got them people right there.
More now anytime.
We
glitches.
All over the
That's
map.
All I call them glitches.
Yeah. We all over the map. This still stands today. You can still lift up your eyes to the high places and see where we have not been laying with. It's just like that today, bro. Go ahead.
Verse 3. Therefore the showers have been withholden, and there hath been no latter rain, and thou hast a whore's forehead. Thou refusest to be ashamed.
You got a whore's forehead. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Well, I was just thinking about it. What does that look like? Without
Man,
not
look,
from this time cry unto me.
look, a whore that don't curse, she a whore, be a whore in any setting. And she'll come to the feast of dedication and be a whore. She a whore. She'll come straight to the Passover feast in the freakum dress and be a whore. She a whore. That's a woman with a whore's forehead.
And most of them had back in those days had a tattoo across their forehead, so it was known that you was a whore.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Verse 4. Without not from this time cry unto me, my father, thou art the God of my youth. Will he reserve his anger forever? Will he keep it to the end? Behold, thou hast spoken and done evil things as thou couldest. The Most High said unto me in the days of Josiah the king, hast thou seen that which backsliding Israel hath done? She is gone up, excuse me, upon every high mountain and under every green tree, and there hath played the harlot.
Where she at under every green tree, you say?
Yes,
under every green tree. Ain't they under every green tree this morning playing the harlot too?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead. Ain't nothing changed then. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 7. And I said, after she had done all these things, turn thou unto me. But she returned not. And her treacherous sister Judah saw it. And I saw when, for all the causes whereby backsliding Israel committed adultery, I had put her away and given her a bill of divorce. Yet her treacherous sister Judah feared not, but went and played the harlot also. And it came to pass through the lightness of her whoredom that she defiled the land and committed adultery with stones and with stocks. And yet for all this, her treacherous sister Judah had not turned unto me with her whole heart, but feignedly said the Most High.
All right, let's drop that Hebrew. Let's go to Job 14:4 now. Job 14:4. Just one verse. Job 14:4. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 4. Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean?
Right, not one. Yeah, hey, if it started off, if the origins is wicked and evil, you can't come back 2,000 years later and try to frame it and repackage it and sell it to me as something righteous. It just don't happen like that.
Trunk or treat.
Right? That's right. Let's go to the next spot. Next spot is Sirach 34, verse 4. Sirach 34, verse 4. All right, it's pretty much saying the same thing here. When you get it, go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
All right. So Sirach 34 and verse 4. Of an unclean thing, what can be cleansed? And from that thing which is false, what truth can come?
And if that thing which is false, what truth can come? That's plain and simple right there. Let's go to the next spot. Sirach 32 and 17. Sirach 32 and 17. Sirach 32 and 17, bro. When you get it, go ahead.
A sinful man will not be reproved, but findeth an excuse according to his will. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hey, that's your family members. They gonna find some excuse, to do what they want to do, ain't it, Hebrew?
Yeah.
Even when you break it out down to them.
For the kids. Yeah.
Yeah, and we read that provokes the Most High to anger. He said, "Is this of your whoredoms a small matter?" When you get the children involved, let's go read some more about getting the children involved. Let's go to Jeremiah 7. Jeremiah 7, Hebrew. Let's do 11 through 19. Then we're gonna get into our Maccabee segment of the class. I had to turn these Christmas keepers up a little bit today.
Always get.
Yeah, I couldn't just do the whole listen Maccabee thing. I had to throw a few blows for them.
Yeah, take a swing at every
Yes, sir. All praise, man.
Jeremiah 7:11 through 19, Hebrew. When you get it, go ahead. All right, let me put it up on the screen. All right, you can go ahead.
Is this house, which is called by my name, become a den of robbers in your eyes? Behold, even I had seen it, said the Most High. But go ye now unto my place, which was in Shiloh, where I set my name at the first, and see what I did to it for the wickedness of my people Israel. And now, because ye have done all these works, said the Most High, and I spake unto you, rising up early and speaking, but you heard not. And I called you, but you answered not. Therefore will I do unto you, unto this house, which is called by my name, wherein ye trust, and unto the place which I gave to you and to your fathers, as I have done to Shiloh. And I will cast you out of my sight, as I have cast out all your brethren, but even the whole seed of Ephraim. Therefore pray not thou for this people, neither lift up cry, nor prayer for them, neither make intercessions to me, for I will not hear thee. Seest thou not what they do in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem? The children gather wood, and the
what they doing? Who doing the Hebrew?
The children.
And you know that's by the command of who? The parents.
Parents, yeah.
But go out there and get that wood while we get this food started up in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pour some of the eggnog. You know how it go. Go ahead.
The children gather wood, and the fathers kindle the fire, and the women knead their dough to make cakes to the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto other gods, that they may provoke me to anger. Do they provoke me to anger?
That they may provoke me to happy. You see that? Who provoking him to anger? The children gathering wood, the fathers kindling the fire, the women kneading their dough to make cakes.
Yeah.
The whole house.
Yeah.
You see that, Hebrew? So do we want to hear it's for the kids? That ain't flying with us, is it, bro?
Negative, man. Come on, man. Like you say,
they over there with
y'all. They over there having a good time, all of them.
Yeah. And why they sitting there toasting, thinking this a day that the Lord has made, which technically it is, but he ain't make Christmas. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Right. They sitting up toasting, having a good time, smiling, everybody feeling good, thinking the Most High with them in unison, and he's sitting down there trying to keep from killing them all.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, bro. Boy, if he was like us and didn't have restraint.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm gonna start 19 over.
Yeah.
Do they provoke me to anger, said the Most High? Do they not provoke themselves to the confusion of their own faces?
You see that?
Therefore, thus said the Most High. Yeah.
Go ahead. Read the last 20. That's the last verse on this.
Okay. Therefore, thus said the Most High Elohim, behold, my anger and my fury shall be poured out upon this place, upon man and upon beast, and upon the trees of the field, and upon the fruit of the ground, and it shall burn, and it shall not be quenched.
All right. Man, that sound like oof. Let's go to the next spot. Daniel 7.
Hey, you see when he get angry though, he burn up the land and all of it.
Yeah, it say he a consuming fire. He a consuming fire. Hey, look, he mad at the whole house. He mad at the children opening their gifts. He mad at the woman in there cooking.
Yeah.
He mad at the man sitting down watching football, Christmas Eve games.
Yeah.
That's over. Let me sit back and watch some football.
Oh, sweet potato pie.
Man, look.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Not the sweet potato pie. Can't be mad at these sweet potato
Look,
pie.
you just spent light bill money on gifts.
Come on, bro.
Knowing,
Yeah.
look, you sitting on pins and needles because you know once the holiday on MLG and W calling first thing in the morning.
Right.
What's going on, sir? We see that you didn't give a payment this month. And you didn't spent the $500 you supposed to put on the light bill on Christmas gifts.
Yeah. Think they gonna give you an extension.
Right. Because the woman in your area, you don't get kids no gifts, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
You better not get no flat tire this week.
Ooh. You might be out of commission to tax time, you hear me? Oh man. And see, the Most High, his days, he don't put us in the bind like that.
Nah.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just smooth.
Look, if you can't do nothing on the Most High feast day, he say, look, man, just kick back and just chill out.
Right.
If you can't do it big,
you got a little, give a little.
Yeah.
You got a lot, give a lot. But guess what? In your spirit and in your mind, you gotta keep this day.
Yeah. If you ain't got nothing to give, nothing to decorate with, nothing to cook, you just got a TV and a Bible. Look, you got enough.
Keep it in your mind.
You got enough with his day. It ain't no, man, my old lady talking about leaving me because I can't get her nothing for
bye.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't none of that with the Most High feast day. That's how you know it's righteous. Since when has no one Passover coming up made you depressed?
Never.
Made you anxious, anything.
Made you anxious, made you think about, damn, I'm finna have to spend some money. When has any of the Most High feast days ever made you feel like that?
No.
Yes, sir.
Give you peace, give you joy.
Man, we be ready to shoot somebody if we can't get off for work for the feast day.
Right. That's about it, bro.
Now I know I be ready to get violent, bro.
Yeah.
Bring me the heathen in charge that's allowing me not to make the feast day. If I whoop you know what? I get to go home and go do what I need to do. That's how I be wanting to play.
Right.
Come on to the middle of the floor. If I beat the brakes off you, I get to go home and keep the feast day. If you beat the brakes off me, I spend the night in this building and work.
Right.
That's how radical I be getting ready. I be wanting to get.
Come on, bro.
Go to the next spot, Hebrew. Daniel 7, 1-6. People exchange gifts on Purim. I ain't never heard of a brother being stressed out because he couldn't get somebody a gift on Purim.
Or if the old lady get mad because she didn't get a gift.
Right.
You gonna get me a gift.
You ain't got the depressing set apart song for the feast days like you do for Christmas. What do the lonely do at Christmas? Like what? This supposed to be festive.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on, man. We see the difference. It's night and day with the Most High's feast days and the folly days of the world.
Right.
Daniel 7, 1-6. Let's get into this.
Okay, so go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, bro. Daniel 7, 1-6.
Okay, so verse 1, family.
All right, go ahead.
In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and a vision of his head upon his bed. Then he wrote the dream and told the sum of the matters. Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the four winds of heaven strove upon the great sea. And the four great beasts came up from the sea, diverse one from another. The first was like a lion and had eagle's wings. I
Mm-hmm.
beheld till the wings thereof were plucked, and it was lifted up from the earth and made stand upon the feet as a man, and a
All right.
man's
So
heart
that
was given
first
to it.
beast, the Babylonian Empire, right? Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Verse 5. And behold,
Mm-hmm.
another beast, a second, like to a bear, and it raised up itself on one side, and it had 3 ribs in the mouth of it between the teeth of it. And they said thus unto it, arise, devour much flesh.
All right, the Medo-Persian Empire, right? Verse 6.
Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead.
After this I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given to it.
All right, this the Greek Empire. This is what we finna get into. All right, let's go to chapter 8. Pick it up at verse 1, Hebrew. Chapter 8 and verse 1.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
In the 3rd year of the reign of Belshazzar, a vision appeared unto me, even unto me Daniel, after that which appeared unto me at the first. And I saw in a vision, and it came to pass when I saw that I was at Shushan in the palace, which is in the province of Elam. And I saw in a vision, and I was by the river Ulai. Then I lifted up my eyes and saw, and behold, there stood before the river a ram, which had 2 horns, and the 2 horns were high, but one was higher than the other, and the higher came up last.
All right, so this ram with 2 horns is the Medo-Persian Empire. The small horn, the Medes, right? Yeah. The small horn is the Medes, and the higher horn is the Persian Empire.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 4. I saw the ram pushing westward and northward and southward, so that no beast might stand before him. Neither were there any that could deliver out of his hand, but he did according to his will and became great. And as I was considering, behold, an he-goat came from the west on the face of the whole earth and touched not the ground. And the goat had a notable horn between his eyes. And he came to the ram that had 2 horns, which I had seen standing before the river, and ran unto him in the fury of his power.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw him come close unto the ram, and as he was moved with choler against him, and smote the ram, and brake the 2 horns, and there was no power in the ram to stand before him, but he cast him down to the ground and stamped upon him, and there was none that could deliver the ram out of his hand.
All right, so this goat, this the Greek Empire starting out with Alexander the Great. All right.
That's right, brother. Yes, sir.
All right, a few weeks ago, we did a little history on Alexander the Great. He was actually good. That heathen was actually good to us.
Yeah.
We read. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 8.
Yeah.
Therefore the he-goat waxed very great, and when he was strong, the great horn was broken. And for it came up 4 notable ones toward the 4 winds of heaven.
So the great horn on this goat was broken, which means his Alexander the Great's kingdom came to an end. And when his kingdom came to an end, 4 notable generals from his administration popped up. All right. Verse 9. Go ahead, bro.
And out of one of them came forth a little horn, which waxed exceeding great, toward the south and toward the east and toward the pleasant land.
This be Antiochus
and it waxed great.
Epiphanes.
Yeah, suck it out, boy. And it waxed great even to the host of heaven, and it cast down some of the hosts and of the stars to the ground and stamped upon them. Yea, he magnified himself even to the prince of the host, and by him the daily sacrifice was taken away, and the place
All right,
of his
so this chapter
sanctuary.
8, this chapter 8 is pretty much giving you the whole rundown of what we're gonna read in Maccabean.
Yep.
He tell you it waxed great, even to the host of heaven. He cast down some of the hosts and of the stars, meaning that he would prevail over the saints. All right, go ahead.
You want me to keep going?
Yep,
Verse
keep going.
12. And an host was given him against the daily sacrifice by reason of transgression, and it cast down the truth to the ground, and it practiced and prospered. Then I heard one saint speaking, and another saint said unto that certain saint which spake, how long shall be the vision concerning the daily sacrifice and the transgression of desolation, to give both the sanctuary and the host to be trodden underfoot? And he said unto me, until 2,300 days, then shall the sanctuary be cleansed. And it came to pass, when I, Daniel, had seen the vision and saw before the meaning, then behold, there stood before me as the appearance of a man. And I heard a man's voice between the banks of Uli, which called and said, Gabriel, make this man to understand the vision. So he came near where I stood. And when he came, I was afraid and fell upon my face. But he said unto me, understand, O son of man, for at the time of the end shall be the vision. Now, as he was speaking with me, I was in a deep sleep on my face toward the ground. But he touched me and set me upright. And he said, behold, I will make thee know what shall be in the last end of the indignation. For at the time appointed, the end shall be. The ram which thou sawest having two horns are the kings of Media and Persia, and the rough goat, which is the king of Grecia, and the great horn that is between his eyes is the first king. Now that being broken, whereas four stood up for it, 4 kingdoms shall stand up out of the nation, but not in his power. And in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to the full, a king of fierce countenance and understanding dark sentences shall stand up. And his power shall be mighty, but not of his own power. And he shall destroy wonderfully, prosper and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. And through his policies, he also shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. And he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand.
Yep, we're gonna read out. We're gonna read about all that. Go ahead, bro. Read through 27.
And the vision of the evening and the morning, which was told, is true. Wherefore shut thou up the vision, for it shall be for many days. And I, Daniel, fainted and was sick certain days afterward. Afterward, I rose up and did the king's business. And I was astonished at the vision, but none understood it.
All right, let's go to Daniel 11, Hebrew. Daniel 11, 1 through 4, then skip down to verse 31. Daniel 11, 1 through 4, and skip 31. All right, go ahead, bro.
Daniel 11 and 1. Also I, in the first year of Darius the Mede, even I stood to confirm and to strengthen him. And now will I show thee the truth. Behold, there shall stand up yet 3 kings in Persia, and the fourth shall be far richer than they all. And by his strength, through his riches, he shall stir up all against the realm of Grecia. And a mighty king shall stand up, that shall rule with great dominion, and do according to his will. And when he shall stand up, his kingdom shall be broken, and shall be divided toward the 4 winds of heaven, and not to his prosperity, nor according to his dominion, which he ruled, for his kingdom shall be plucked up, even for others beside those.
Skip down to 31. Read 31 through 35.
31. Verse 31. And arms shall stand on his and they shall pollute the sanctuary of strength, and shall take away the daily sacrifice, and they shall place the abomination that make it desolate. And such as do wickedly against the covenant shall he corrupt by flatteries. But the people that know their Elohim shall be strong and do exploits.
This verse right here, verse 32. Verse 32 is a reference to the Maccabees. It's a reference to the Maccabees and every brother or sister who died righteously under this time period. He said they should do exploits.
Yes, sir.
Meaning they would do a lot of exposing of wickedness around this time. All right, go ahead.
Verse 33.
Mm-hmm.
And they that understand among the people shall instruct many, yet they shall fall by the sword and by flame, by captivity and by spoil many days.
Hey,
Now,
so
when
those
they
brothers
shall
and sisters
fall,
that stood up, they was gonna be eventually killed.
Right.
All right, right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, verse 34.
Now when they shall fall, they shall be hoping with a little help, but many shall cleave to them with flatteries. And some of them of understanding shall fall, to try them and to purge and to make them white, even to the time of the end, because it is yet forth a time appointed.
All right, let's go to First Maccabees, Hebrew. First Maccabees, pick it up at verse 1. First Maccabees, verse 1. We're gonna read majority of this. All right, go ahead, bro.
And it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chetam, had smitten Darius, king of the Persians and Medes, that he reigned in his stead, and first over Greece, and made many wars, and won many strongholds, and slew the kings of the earth, and went through to the ends of the earth, and took spoils of many nations, insomuch that the earth was quiet before him, whereupon he exalted, and his heart was lifted up. And he gathered a mighty strong host, and ruled over countries, and nations, and kings, who became tributaries unto him. And
hey, can I say this? Can I say this, Hebrew? And I say this every year. And in 1 year, I'm gonna give my wish. I know. Whoever listens, whoever does this type of work, can somebody please make a movie for the Maccabees? Please. Please, 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 please. I want to see. If somebody at least do like a AI animation of it, like, man, I would love to see a Maccabees movie, like a 300 type vibe. Man, listen.
They ain't gonna let it come. They ain't gonna let it come out.
Man,
I gotta go to Tubi and make it.
Man, look, I can picture how I can picture it starting off with Antioch is already coming into the city. Right, it's chaos and man, somebody need to make a movie. I'm gonna say it every year. Around dedication. Somebody need to make a dedication movie, cartoon or something. All right, go ahead, Hebrew.
I'm gonna start back over at 4.
Yeah.
And he gathered a mighty strong host and ruled over countries and nations and kings, who became tributaries unto him. And after these things he fell sick and perceived that he should die. Wherefore he called his servants, such as were honorable and had been brought up with him from his youth, and parted his kingdom among them while he was yet alive. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died. And his servants bare rule, every one in his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years, and evil were multiplied in the earth. And there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes, son of Antiochus, the king, who had been in hostage at Rome, and he reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men, who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. Suckers. So this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen.
See that? Hey, they passing legislation for paganism to be celebrated. You know what I'm saying? We going through the heathens, ask permission. Look, can I keep y'all holidays with y'all?
Yeah.
Look how you look as an Israelite doing it. Go ahead, bro.
Sick. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem, according to the custom of the heathen, and made themselves uncircumcised, and forsook the holy covenant, and joined themselves to the heathen, and were sold to do mischief.
And were sold to do mischief. Yeah, they sold their souls. When you do stuff the heathen do, you sell your soul. Go ahead, bro.
Now, when the kingdom was established before Antiochus, he thought to reign over Egypt, that he might have dominion of 2 realms. Wherefore he entered into Egypt with a great multitude, with chariots and elephants, and horsemen, and a great navy, and made war against Ptolemy, king of Egypt. But Ptolemy was afraid of him and fled, and many were wounded to death. Thus they got to the strong cities in the land of Egypt, and he took the spoils thereof. And after that Antiochus had smitten Egypt, he returned again in the 140th and 3rd year, and went up against Israel and Jerusalem with a great multitude, and entered proudly into the sanctuary, and took away the golden altar, and the candlestick of light, and all the vessels thereof, and the table of the showbread, and the pouring vessels, and the vials, and the censers of gold, and the veil, and the crown, and the golden ornaments that were before the temple, all which he pulled off.
Man, taking the crown from the king and everything, or the rulers and everything. Like what is the priest garments, whatever the priest put on their head, he taking it all out of there.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 23. He took also the silver and the gold and the precious vessels. Also he took the hidden treasures which he found. And when he had taken all away, he went into his own land, having made a great massacre, and spoken very proudly. Therefore there was a great mourning in Israel, in every place where they were, so that the princes and elders mourned, the virgins and the young men were made feeble, and the beauty of women was changed. Every bridegroom took up lamentation, and she that sat in the marriage chamber was in heaviness. The land also was moved for the inhabitants thereof, and all the house of Jacob was covered with confusion. And after 2 years fully expired, the king sent his chief collectors of tribute unto the cities of Judah, who came unto Jerusalem with a great multitude, and spake peaceably words unto them. But all was deceit. For when they had given him credence, he fell suddenly upon the city, and smote it very sore, and destroyed much people of Israel. And when he had taken the spoils of the city, he set fire on it, and pulled down the houses and walls thereof on every side. But the women and children took they captive, and possessed the cattle. Then builded they the city of David with a great and strong wall, and with mighty towers, and made it a stronghold for them.
Keep going.
And they put thereon a sinful nation, wicked men, and fortified themselves therein. They stored it also with armor and victuals. And when they had gathered together the spoils of Jerusalem, they laid them up there. And so they became a sore snare. For it was a place to lie in wait against the sanctuary, and an evil adversary to Israel. Thus they shed innocent blood on every side of the sanctuary, and defiled it, insomuch that the inhabitants of Jerusalem fled because of them. Whereupon the city was made an habitation of strangers, and became strange to those that were born in her, and her own children left her. Her sanctuary was laid waste like a wilderness. Her feasts were turned into mourning, her Sabbaths into reproach, her honor into contempt.
All right, so we talking about a time for our people where it wasn't even safe for you to live in your own houses anymore. Right? We had to flee to the wilderness. Oh, this sounds super familiar.
Right.
Right? The Antichrist sets up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Injustices, our laws is outlawed.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to flee to the wilderness.
But they say this book ain't got no relevance.
All right. If it happened in the past, it's gonna.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to repeat it. We're gonna have to flee somewhere. And is it gonna be safe to live in our houses when the Antichrist start putting his plan in place?
Man, please.
It's gonna have to be the same thing, y'all. Now,
Yep.
What if everybody in the nation just had this mindset? Well, y'all, we just gonna pray and till it's over. That the Lord comes save us.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If they just come kill us, they just come kill us.
No.
See, some of our people had that mindset.
Right.
Everybody can't have that mindset though. They'll wipe us off the face of this planet.
Yep.
That's right.
If everybody had the mindset of, man, we should leave that in the hands of the Most High. I mean, I hear you, bro. I ain't mad at you either. But I want to see a couple of these heathens bleed before I leave here.
It's a time. And Yeshua said, it's going to become a time. I'm going to put your script up.
That's a fact. Yeshua said
Matthew 26.
Ain't no time in this whole world. Shabbat day alone.
Facts.
22. Yeah.
Hey, Yeshua coming back on a high Shabbat day and kill up some folks.
That's what I'm saying. Them women gonna have to be working them pistols like specimen. You hear me?
So when you ain't got no understanding, you say, well, man, it's Shabbat day. We can't fight these heathen. He coming back on the high Shabbat day to kill.
Yeah.
And he said, it's going to come a time. You got to put that book down. You got to get you a sword.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
So I don't want to hear
that came out the mastermind.
Right.
Well, hey, when it was nut cutting time, and it got real just like it did with the Greeks, with the Romans.
Right. Come on,
Yeshua said, hey, remember I told you to don't take nothing but the script?
Come on, brother.
He said, now I'm telling you the reverse.
Luke 22.
Get that script up and get you a sword. It's about to get real around.
Yeah. And he told him, sell them clothes and buy you a sword. Yeah.
That's a fact.
So I don't want to hear that.
That's a fact. The Zealots was carrying out assassinations on government officials on the daily.
That's it.
Them where we come from. When it's wartime, we don't come from a bunch of stand around and pray. We stand around and pray while we sharpening our swords.
Tell the Most High to give us strength and give us faith.
Right.
That's right. But praying, Lord, just don't let nothing happen to us. We gonna put it in your hand.
Then them heathen kick the door in.
And kill everybody in the house.
As soon as somebody knock on the door, you're peeing on yourself.
Right.
No.
Now you got the Most High looking like we just serve a chump God that ain't real.
Right.
He said he a God of war.
Yeah.
That's right.
Man, right after I say my prayer in the morning, I put them 2 magazines in my pocket.
Man, what you said? What you said?
That's after I say amen in the morning.
Ain't that one nephew?
Yeah.
In his song?
Yeah.
You sword in your bag and one in your hip.
That's right.
Come on, man.
Hey, when I say the morning prayers in the morning, hey, clock it. 2 magazines in the pocket, revolver on one side, hand pistol on the other side. Hey,
lock, cock, baby.
I live in Memphis, Tennessee. I know better than just to have some blind faith.
Brother.
Man, look, you will get killed having blind faith down here, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, bro.
You will get killed having blind faith. Man, you wake up in the morning, probably somebody rambling through your car.
Right.
Down here. Your day start off with the shenanigans.
Yeah.
Ain't no time for blind faith. We need to be asking the Most High to prepare our hands for war.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 40.
Mm-hmm.
As had been her glory, so was her dishonor increased, and her excellency was turned in the morning. Moreover, King Antiochus, wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandments of the king. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath. For the king has sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land, and forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple, and that they should profane the Sabbath and festival days, and pollute the sanctuary and holy people. Man, set up altars and groves and chapels of idols, and sacrifice swine flesh and unclean beasts.
Right, sacrificing rabbits and raccoons and pigs on the altar.
Whatever they can catch, big catfish.
Yeah. Well, you said I had a seafood boil in the temple during the time of Antiochus.
Yes, sir.
Straight trade.
All right, bro, go ahead. Read to verse 49, then we're gonna go to chapter 2.
Okay, verse 48. That they should also leave their children uncircumcised and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanliness and profanation, to the end they might forget the law and change all the ordinances.
All right, let's go to chapter 2. Go to chapter 2, Hebrew.
Start at 1.
Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Verse 1, family. In those days arose Mattathias, the son of John, the son of Simeon, a priest of the sons of Jorib, from Jerusalem, and dwelt in Modin. And he had 5 sons, Johanan, called Cadiz, Simon, called Thassi, Judas, who was called Maccabeus, Eleazar, called Avaran, and Jonathan, whose surname was of Aphius. And when he saw the blasphemies that were committed in Judah and Jerusalem, he said, Woe is me, wherefore was I born to see this misery of my people and of the holy city, and to dwell there, when it was delivered into the hand of the enemy, and the sanctuary into the hand of strangers.
Man, it's like anytime I read this, man, it just feel like a movie in my head playing. I can see it all play out, man. It ain't no other story in the book that my brain do this with but the Maccabees. It's like I can just see a movie while I'm reading.
You so right, bro.
Yeah. Go ahead,
you
bro.
Right. Her temple is become as a man without glory. Her glorious vessels are carried away into captivity. Her infants are slain in the streets. Her young men with the sword of the enemy. What nation hath not had a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils?
Hey, he's been right now. He probably talking out loud. His son's probably looking at their daddy pissed off. Hey, is he just blowing hot airs? He finna do somebody. See, this spirit got to be on some of us now.
Yes, sir.
Because a nation to just roll right through us and leave us flat if it ain't. All right, go ahead, bro.
Verse 11. All her ornaments are taken away. Of a free woman she is become a bond slave. And behold, our sanctuary, even our beauty and our glory, is laid waste, and the Gentiles have profaned it. To what end, therefore, shall we live any longer? Then Mattathias, the sons and his sons rent their clothes and put on sackcloth and mourn very sore.
Hey, is it
the
just gonna
meanwhile-
stop here with these brothers? They just gonna mourn and rip the clothes and we just gonna put it in the hands of the Most High. We hate these heathens. They just in their house just cussing heathens out, not doing nothing about it.
No.
You stupid crackers! Dang, hey, look, they finna pray to the Most High. Then we gonna see what the action is after they get up off their knees.
Come on, brother.
Go ahead.
In the meanwhile, the king's officers, such as compelled the people to revolt, came into the city Modin and make them sacrifice. And when many of Israel came unto them, Mattathias also and his sons came together. Then answered the king's officers and said to Mattathias, on this wise, thou art a ruler and an honorable and great man in this city, and strengthened with sons and brethren. Now therefore come thou first and fulfill the king's commandment, like as all the heathen have done. Yea, and the men of Judah also, and such as remain at Jerusalem. So shalt thou and thy house be in the number of the king's friends, and thou and thy children shall be honored with silver and gold and many rewards. Then Mattathias answered and spake with a loud voice, though all the nations that are under the king's dominion obey him and fall away every one from the religion of their fathers and give consent to his commandments, yet will I and my sons and my brethren walk in the covenant of our fathers.
That's right. Go ahead, bro.
Elohim forbid that we should forsake the law and the ordinances. We will not hearken to the king's words to go from our religion, either on the right hand or the left. Now, when he had left speaking these words, there came one of the Jews in the sight of all to sacrifice on the altar which was at Modin, according to the king's commandments. Which thing when Mattathias saw, he was inflamed with zeal, and his reins trembled. Neither could he forbear to show his anger according to judgment. Wherefore he ran and slew him.
Boy, that's the attitude we need in these hours right here.
Yes, sir.
Then he said, now if y'all think I'm playing, watch this. And just to show you how I really ain't playing, I'm gonna let y'all see me slay one of my own for being a coon.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
That's what Judge got to start out first.
That's where I got to start out first.
That's
He
right,
says,
bro.
just to show you heathens that I really mean business, watch this. Boy, that Negro got up there on that altar smiling with that knife. He ain't even see Mattathias coming with the haymaker.
Yeah.
Boom! And it didn't say nothing. We don't read nothing about them heathens trying to restrain them because they were scared.
No. Yeah.
Right, go ahead, bro. Keep reading.
Verse 25. Also, the king's commissioner who compelled men to sacrifice, he killed at that time, and the altar he pulled down. Thus dealt he zealously for the law of Elohim, like as Phinehas did unto Zambri, the son of Salmon. And Mattathias cried throughout the city with a loud voice, saying, whosoever is zealous of the law and maintaineth the covenant, let him follow me.
Boy, still probably saying it with blood coming dripping from his hands.
Yes.
Dust all on his head from pulling down the altar.
They ain't playing no games.
Knuckles bloody. You hear me? Clothes bloody.
They ain't playing no games.
This a radical. This is as radical as it get right here. This the Maccabean spirit right here. He cried out, who's zealous for the law and maintain the cover? Follow me. Probably with blood still dripping from his hands.
Now, if you zealous for the law, can you just sit there and pray and let folks walk over you?
Nah, boy.
If you zealous for the law,
look, how you not hyped up, ready to smoke a heathen after seeing something like that?
Man, come on. And if the Most High wasn't with him, when you zealous for the law, he would have failed in his endeavor.
Yep. Man. Man, seeing, bro, if I see one of these elders do something like this in a time like that,
yeah.
Who right?
I'm just speaking for me personally, that type of stuff hypes me up.
Yeah.
That hypes me up.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 28. So he and his sons fled into the mountains and left all that ever they had in the city. Then many that sought after justice and judgment went down into the wilderness to dwell there, both they and their children and their wives and their cattle, because afflictions increased sore upon them.
Hebrew.
Now, when it was told the king's servants
hold on, bro.
and the host,
You lost half Negroes right there, leaving all this stuff behind.
That's a fact.
You lost half the Negroes that was with you. If they would have told their old lady, you got to leave all this stuff behind and get out this shit.
Ah, yeah, it's over with.
Yeah.
You lost half.
Yeah.
Half of the Negroes that was, they say they were with you, you lost half of them.
Sure would.
You lost.
Especially if all this happening around this time of the year.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Look out.
See,
I just got that 72 inch, man.
Go back home.
Yeah. Hebrew.
Yeah.
If this was happening around this time of the year, you know how many of us would be going to that wilderness right now?
Man, look out.
It'll probably be about 4 of us, Hebrew. With a few shotguns and pistols.
Believe me, the whole house ain't going. And I'm telling you something. Just to be keep it 100. It's gonna be a fight with these females. I'm sorry, I gotta say it.
There ain't gonna be no fight with me. If you ain't on board, I ain't got nothing else to say. We ain't got nothing else to talk about anyway.
See, man, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hold it down back here.
Well, go ahead, hold it down. Hold it down. When it all come up, I still hope you can hold it down.
Right.
Hold it down. It ain't gonna be no tussle with me. If it's time for war and it's time to flee to the wilderness and you talking about stay here and be a sitting duck, nah, you can stay here and be a sitting duck.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's right.
You can stay here and be a sitting duck, man. Our chances of living and making out of this thing are greater on the move than being stationary, hiding in the basement under some clothes.
Pilgrims and nomads. That's what he said from the beginning, and it's gonna be true, brother.
That's right, bro. That's right. Go ahead.
Verse 31. Now, when it was told the king's servants and the host that was at Jerusalem in the city of David, that certain men who had broken the king's commandment were gone down into the secret places in the wilderness, they pursued after them a great number. Having overtaken them, they camped against them and made war against them on the Sabbath day. And they said unto them, let that which ye have done hitherto suffice. Come forth and do according to the commandment of the king, and ye shall live. But they said, we will not come forth, neither will we do the king's commandment to profane the Sabbath day. So then they gave them a battle with all speed. Howbeit, they answered them not, neither cast they a stone at them, nor stopped the places where they lay hid. But said, let us die all in our innocency. Heaven and earth will testify for us that ye put us to death wrongfully.
You see that? Hey, it's some bruises that warlike spirit. It just ain't them type of bruise. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. Ain't no indictment on them. Hey, you'll be in the kingdom too if you live righteous. All right. But watch this. Go ahead, bro. Everybody can't be like that though. That's all I'm saying. Everybody can't choose that route. That's the easy route. Somebody got to be the warriors around this junk, bro. Go ahead.
So they rose up against them in battle on the Sabbath, and they slew them with their wives and children and their cattle, to the number of 1,000 people. Now when Mattathias and his friends understood hereof, they mourned for them right sore. And one of them said to another, if we all do as our brethren have done, and fight not for our lives and laws against the heathen, they will now quickly uproot us out of the earth. At that time, therefore, they decreed, saying, whosoever shall come to make battle with us on the Sabbath day, we will fight against him.
Ooh.
Neither will we die out as our brethren that were murdered in the secret places.
Hallelujah. Hey, it said they decreed.
Yes, sir.
Hey, and Christ said, hey, y'all touch and agree on anything in my name. Hey, it's bound on earth, it's bound in heaven. Besides saying, hey, all right, they want to come on the Sabbath day. Let them have it on the Sabbath day.
Like, come on down through here.
Let them have it on the Sabbath day. Read verse 42, Hebrew. Okay, run up in mine on this. Let me walk outside and catch you rambling through my car on the Shabbat. And I'm getting ready to hit it. Your back better not be turned. That's all I got to say. Or the inside of my car gonna be the last thing you ever see.
That's it.
Go ahead, bro. Read 42.
Then came there unto him a company of Assyrians, who were mighty men of Israel, even all such as were voluntarily devoted unto the law. Also, all they that fled from persecution joined themselves unto them, and were a stay unto them. So they joined their forces and smote sinful men in their anger, and wicked men in their wrath. But the rest fled to the heathen for succor.
Let's go to the next chapter.
Yeah,
chapter 3, read 1 through 27. Hebrew chapter 3, 1 through 27.
Okay. Verse 1. You there?
Yep.
Then his son Judas, called Maccabeus, rose up in his stead, and all his brethren helped him. And so did all they that held with his father. And they fought with cheerfulness the battle of Israel. So he got his people great honor, and put on a breastplate as a giant, and girt his warlike harness about him. And he made battles protecting the host with his sword. In his axe he was like a lion, and like a lion's whelp roaring for his prey. For he pursued the wicked, and sought them out, and burnt up those that vexed his people. Wherefore the wicked shrunk from fear of him, and all workers of iniquity were troubled, because salvation prospered in his hand. He grieved also many kings, and made Jacob glad with his axe, and his memorial is blessed forever. Hallelujah. Moreover, he went through the cities of Judah, destroying the ungodly out of them, and turning away wrath from Israel, so that he was renowned unto the uttermost parts of the earth, and he received unto him such as were ready to perish. Then Apollonius gathered the, yeah, that's right. Apollonius gathered the Gentiles together, and a great host of Samaria, to fight against Israel. Which thing when Judas perceived, he went forth to meet him, and so he smote him and slew him. Many also fell down slain, but the rest fled. Wherefore Judas took their spoils, and Apollonius swore also, and therewith he fought all his life long. Now when Seron, the prince of the army of Syria, heard say that Judas had gathered unto him a multitude and company of the faithful to go out with him to war, he said, I will get me a name and honor in the kingdom, for I will go fight with Judas and them that are with him, who despise the king's commandments. So he made him ready to go up, and there went with him a mighty host of the ungodly to help him. And he avenged on the children of Israel. And when he came near to the going of Beth Horon, Judas went forth to meet him with a small company. But when they saw the host coming to meet them, said unto Judas, how shall we be able, going so few, to fight against so great a multitude and so strong, seeing we are ready to faint with fasting all this day?
See that? Go ahead. Let's see what he say. These are the type of leaders you need. Go ahead.
Unto whom Judas answered, it is no hard matter for many to be shut up in the hands of a few. And with Elohim of heaven, it is our one to deliver with a great multitude or a small company. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
For the victory of the battle. Hey, hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. For the victory of the battle standing not in the multitude of an host, but strength cometh from heaven. They come against us in much pride and iniquity to destroy us and our wives and children and to spoil us. But we fight for our lives and our laws. Wherefore the Most High himself will overthrow them before our face. And as for you, be ye not afraid of them. Now, as soon as he had left off speaking, he leapt suddenly upon them. And so Saron and his host was overthrown before him. And he pursued them from the going down of Beth Horon unto the plain, where were slain about 800 men of them. And the residue fled into the land of the Philistines.
Man, I just want to see Judas. I want to see him in action, man.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Man, I want to see him in action. Bad, boy. Boy, I bet Judas was. Boy,
you know these was
looking like.
Yeah, you know these some different brothers here, man.
Yeah. I bet that boy. Oh, that hammer. Man, I bet it was something to behold seeing that boy at war. Go ahead, bro.
Yes, sir. Then began the fear of Judas and his brethren, and exceeding great dread to fall upon the nations round about them, insomuch as his fame came unto the king, and all nations talked of the battles of Judas. Now, when King Antiochus heard these things, he was full of indignation. Wherefore he sent and gathered together all the forces of his realm, even a very strong army.
All right, so Antiochus, he sent his generals to handle the business in Jerusalem. He went on an expedition.
Right. He thought they were some lightweights.
He thought they were some lightweights.
It wasn't worth him coming down.
Boy, he didn't know Judas Maccabeus was in the stash though.
Right.
So he getting worried about this Judas Maccabeus. He like, man, this dude, he killing all the generals. It's like 6 groups of 1,500 of them Israelites, and they using guerrilla warfare tactics. We can't stop them. They in the process of putting their altar and their temple back up.
Right.
Antiochus get this news, and he pissed off, boy. He pissed off. All right, so let's go to the next spot. Let's jump to 2 Maccabees chapter 8. Let's jump to 2 Maccabees chapter 8. Second Maccabees chapter 8. All right, Hebrew. Let's get it. Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 1. Then Judas Maccabeus and they that were with him went privily into the towns and called their kinfolks together, and took unto them all such as continued in the Jews' religion, and assembled about 6,000 men.
All right, so look, the way them brothers was moving, if you wasn't keeping the laws at that time, you weren't even considered our people at that time.
That's right.
Right, we left you totally alone. And matter of fact, he killed some of them. We read earlier. Those who
earlier. I was just gonna say we was reading. He was going in them towns. He was killing them people who had just started following, the heathen. He was killing them.
Man, look, that's a fact. He was going through the town, dragging them out the town, killing the one that he ruled.
That's it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
He saw Joe was out of here.
And they called upon the Most High that he would look upon the people that was trodden down of all, and also pity the temple profaned of ungodly men, and that he would have compassion upon the city, sore-defaced and ready to be made even with the ground, and hear the blood that cried unto him. And remember the wicked slaughter of harmless infants and the blasphemies committed against his name, and that he would show his hatred against the wicked. Now, when Maccabeus had his company about him, he could not be withstood by the heathen, for the wrath of the Most High was turned into mercy. Therefore, he came at unawares and burned up towns and cities, and got into his hands the most commodious, I don't know how to pronounce that, places, and overcame and put to flight no small number of his enemies. But especially, took he advantage of the night for such privy attempts, and so much that the fruit of his holiness was spread everywhere. So when Philip saw that this man increased by little and little, and that things prospered with him still more and more, he wrote unto Ptolemy, the governor of Seleucia, the Finis, to yield more aid to the king's affairs. Now he got to go re-up.
Yeah, because they getting monkey stumped. They getting monkey stumped by the Israelites.
Yeah.
It's in groups of 5, running up on groups of 1,000 and killing them. Go ahead,
you can
bro.
see that over and over, bro. They coming back with bigger and bigger companies. You know what I'm saying? And they're steady handling them.
Yep. Yeah. Hey, he said, we read earlier, hey, those are the Most High gonna do exploits at this time. And they should be helping with a little help. They had a little help. And what the script say, all right? Go ahead.
Then went choosing Nicanor, the son of Partoclus, one of his special friends. He sent him with no fewer than 20,000 of all nations under him to root out the whole generation of the Jews. And with him he joined also Gorgias, a captain who in matters of war had great experience. So Nicanor undertook to make so much money of the captive Jews as should defray the tribute of 2,000 talents, which the king was to pay to the Romans. Wherefore immediately he sent to the cities whereupon the sea coast, proclaiming a sale of the captive Jews, and promising that they should have 80 bodies for 1 talent. So what's 90 people?
Yep.
Not
for one
expecting
talent.
the
For 1 talent, Hebrew.
Man.
Look at that. You get you 90 slaves for 1 talent back in the Grecian Empire under Antiochus.
Man.
Go ahead.
Not expecting the vengeance that was to follow upon him from the Almighty Elohim. Now when word was brought unto Judas of Nicanor's coming, and he was imparted unto those that were with him,
what verse you at, bro?
that the army, 12.
All right. Go ahead.
That the army was at hand. I'm at 13 now. They that were fearful and distrusted the justice of Elohim fled and conveyed themselves away. Others sold all that they had left, and withal besought the Most High to deliver them, sold by the wicked Nicanor before they met together. And if not for their own sakes, yet for the covenants he had made with their fathers, and for his holy and glorious name's sake, by which they were called. So Maccabeus called his men together unto the number of 6,000, and exhorted them not to be stricken with terror of the enemy, nor to fear the great multitude of the heathen who came wrongfully against them, but to fight manfully, and to set before their eyes the injury that they had unjustly done to the holy place, and the cruel handling of the city, wherefore they made a mockery, and also the taking away of the government of their forefathers. For they said,
See, you can't go to war. Can't go to war with a bunch of brews that all this don't really mean nothing to them.
Right.
Right? He said, "Look, man, think about what these heathens just did to your holy place and your temple. That should piss you off.
Right.
Think about what they did to your people, to the women, to the children. That should piss you off. Really shouldn't be having to give y'all no talk about none of this right now.
That's enough
Everybody
motivation right there.
Right now, ready to kill somebody. See that? So if you going to war with bruised, that this thing really don't mean nothing to them, push them over to the side. They ain't gonna be ready. If
push them up. Hey, push them up to the front. Get them out the way.
That's a fact. Push them on up to the front.
Yeah.
It ain't that serious to me, big bro. What's going on somewhere there? Because it's dead serious to us around here.
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 18. For they said he trusts in their weapons and boldness, but our confidence is in the Almighty, who at a beck can cast down both them that come against us and also all the world. Moreover, he recounted unto them what helps their forefathers had found, and how they were delivered when under Sennacherib 104,500 perished. That's right, that one angel killed them.
Yep.
And he told them of the battle that and he told them of the battle that they had in Babylon with the Galatians, how they came by 8,000 in all to the business with 4,000 Macedonians, and that the Macedonians being perplexed, the 8,000 destroyed 120,000 men because of the help that they had from heaven, and so received a great booty. Thus, when he had made them bold with these words and ready to die for the law and for the country, he divided his army into 4 parts, and joined with himself his own brethren, leaders of each band, to wit Simon and Joseph and Jonathan, giving each one 1,500 men. Also he appointed Eleazar to read the holy book, and when he had given them the watchword, the help of Elohim himself leading the first band. And by the help of the Almighty, they slew above 9,000 of their enemies, and wounded and maimed the most part of Nicanor's host, and put all to flight. Man. And took their money that came to buy them, and pursued them far. But lacking time, they returned.
Hey, the people that they whooped up on, they snatched their money. The people that was coming to buy slaves, they're like, "Oh, y'all coming to buy slaves, huh?"
Give me that.
Yeah, they left them maimed and wounded and took their money.
Yeah.
Look, you ain't got no arms. How you gonna take it back?
That's it.
You maimed, buddy.
You don't need no slaves. You need no arms.
Right. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 26. For it was the day before the Sabbath, and therefore they would no longer pursue them. So when they had gathered their armor together and spoiled their enemies, they occupied themselves about the Sabbath, yielding exceeding praise and thanks to the Most High, who had preserved them unto that day, which was the beginning of mercy distilled upon them.
Yes, sir.
After the Sabbath,
warriors having Shabbat class with them swords on their sides.
Come on, man.
Got them scrolls. Loaded and ready though.
That's it. I'm putting on
yes, sir.
Run up here on Shabbat day if you want.
Yeah, go ahead.
And after the Sabbath, when they had given part of the spoils to the maimed and the widows and orphans, the residue they divided among themselves and their servants. You see that, y'all? You see that family? That's family right there. When this was done, and they had made a common supplication, they besought the merciful Most High to be reconciled with his servants forever.
All right, let's go to the 9th chapter, Hebrew. Let's go to the 9th chapter. All right, we got one more spot after this 9th chapter. We got chapter 10, verse 1 through 9. That'll be the last spot. All right, go ahead, bro.
Verse 1. Furthermore, when Demetrius heard that the Nicanor and his hosts were slain in battle, he sent Bakshi. Yeah.
What you in chapter 9, Hebrew? Chapter 9.
Verse 1.
Verse 1.
Yeah.
You in 2 Maccabees 9?
Oh, my bad. You're right. 2 and 9. Okay, my bad. About the time came Antiochus with dishonor out of the country of Persia, for he had entered the city called
Yeah, that's a tough one. Persepolis. I guess that's how you say that.
Persepolis, and went down to rob the temple and to hold the city. Whereupon the multitude running to defend themselves with their weapons put them to flight. And so it happened that Antiochus, being put to flight of the inhabitants, returned with shame. Now, when he came to Ecbatane, news was brought him that he had happened unto Nicanor and Timotheus. Then, swelling with anger, he thought to avenge upon the Jews the disgrace done unto him by those that made him flee. Don't run then. You won't be no disgrace on you. Stop running.
Look. You know, we read earlier that this horn right here will be broken without hand.
That's right.
We about to read about it. Yeah. We about to read about it.
Oh, I know. Ahead. Oh, okay. Yeah, we kind of know what most of us do, I think, but
yeah,
I feel like reading it.
In the fourth Maccabees, it said this heathen right here in particular is still being tortured after his death.
After death. It shows in.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
Therefore commanded he his chariot men to drive without ceasing and to dispatch the journey. The judgment of Elohim now following him, for he has spoken proudly in this sort, that he would come to Jerusalem and make a common burying place of the Jews.
You see that? So he had plans. What did it say in the beginning? He was leaving Persia, right? Yeah. So he leaving Persia on his way back to Jerusalem after hearing about after hearing we up by 60 in the war. Yeah. So he on his way back with plans to make, it says, Jerusalem a graveyard, a common burial, basically. So he wanted to make the whole city a graveyard.
Kill everybody.
This was his thoughts heading back to Jerusalem. Right here it said the judgment of Yah now following him. He don't know the Most High got him in his crosshairs.
Yeah.
Verse 5, Hebrew.
But the Almighty, but the Most High Almighty, God dang it. The Elohim of Israel smote him with an incurable and invisible plague. Or as soon as he had spoken these words, a pain of the bowels that was remediless came upon him, and sore torments of the inner parts.
Oh boy, y'all know that you do. You get it. It's trying to come on, work its way down at your body. Imagine that time 20.
Yeah.
Hey, what was that city that had? What was that city that took that had the ark in it, and the whole city got plagued with hemorrhoids?
Egypt or something like that.
Yeah, what is?
They got the ark in it. They had the ark in the covenant in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole city got hemorrhoids.
Hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole city got them hemorrhoids. Sure did. The hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
Hey, look, soon as he said, I'm gonna make Jerusalem a graveyard. Soon as he said that, boy, them bowels start bubbling.
Yep.
Something like he ain't never felt before.
Yeah.
Ooh wee, boy, the Most High. Man,
gonna put it on you.
He ain't nothing to play with, man.
Yes,
When I see stuff like the judgment of God now following him, man, that is scary. That's scary, man.
Ain't no getting away.
Yeah.
Verse 6. And that most justly, for he had tormented other men's bowels with many and strange torments. Wow. He playing in the backyard.
Yep.
Howbeit, he nothing at all ceased from his bragging, but still was filled with pride, breathing out fire in his rage against the Jews, and commanding to haste the journey. But it came to pass that he fell down from his chariot, carried violently, so that having a sore fall, all the members of his body were much pained.
Yeah, see that he up in that chariot calling us all manner of niggas and crapping on himself.
Right.
Yeah.
Like a fool.
Niggas, tell them niggas when I get back. Shoot this nigga, think he's something. Like, this general's like, man, you all right back there?
Yeah.
They got you that, man.
Smelling like a porta potty.
Stuff running all down his leg. And he up there trying to get water.
Man.
You gonna get somebody water that stuff running down your leg.
Tell Nicanor to get it.
Yeah.
Tell them. Man.
Feel like a sewer outhouse trying to get out the water.
That boy running off, calling us. Most I like, all right, I got you N-word. Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 8. And thus he that a little or forethought he might command the waves of the sea. So proud was he beyond the condition of man, and weight and high mountains in the balance was now cast on the ground and carried in a horse litter.
Horse litter.
Yeah.
You see that?
Showing forth to all manifest power.
Just like he did Nebuchadnezzar.
Sure is, bro. The man using the bathroom. Yeah. He gotta sit in hay and horse litter all day just to absorb the smell.
Yeah.
He can't even make it to the back.
It's the niggas' fault.
Man, that's
still it's the niggas' fault.
Yeah, he's still talking noise.
I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for the meddling niggas.
Yeah.
Hey, check that
still
out.
Running out, talking noise.
He thought he might command the waves in the sea listening to this dude.
We at verse 9. What verse we at?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
So that the worms rose up out of the body of this wicked man, and whilst he lived in sorrow and pain, his flesh fell away. And the filthiness of his smell was noisome to all his army. God.
It said, look, it say, and the filthiness of his smell was noisome to all his army.
Hey, don't be downwind.
And look, he's still sitting over there, them niggas. And his general like, man, them niggas need to be the last thing you worried about. Antioch.
You need to go wipe yourself.
He's still over there.
Yeah.
And this basic. Hey, Emo said he smelling like a pig farm.
It smell worse than a pig farm, boy. A pig farm must smell bad.
Yeah, it does. It does. You know,
wow,
you don't want a pig farm.
Whew.
Check this line out, though.
Go ahead.
Like Chicago stockyards in the summer.
And the man that thought
I see like the paper mill in Pine Bluff, that thing that had a whole city smelling.
Oh, you ain't smelling nothing. You smell stockyards.
Yeah.
You got cows moving in here.
Ooh, no
it
sir.
Is hot too. Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 10. And the man that thought a little afore he could reach to the stars of heaven, no man could endure to carry for his intolerable stink.
Oh, so you running off and your flesh riding.
They don't even want to carry him.
and worms coming out of you.
Mm.
Man, look.
That's bad.
Man, I just shot that heathen just for stinking like that. We gonna put you out your misery.
Yeah.
In the middle of some horse litter.
And then I gotta be a general and be around it. Man, look, we finna act like we left the back door open and somebody came in and assassinated this heathen because he stank. This is gonna get him out here.
He ought to be at hospice somewhere, man.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Verse 11. Yeah. Here, therefore, being plagued, he began to leave off his great pride and to come to the knowledge of himself by the scourge of Elohim, his pain increasing every moment. Man. And when he himself could not abide his own smell, he said these words, it is meet to be subject unto Elohim, and that a man that is mortal should not proudly think of himself if he were Elohim or God.
Oh, now you want to get humble.
Yeah.
But look, check this out, though. This is a hard lesson right here. Just because you humble yourself don't mean it's going to grant you forgiveness all the time. Once the judgment on you, but
it's over with.
It's sometimes it ain't no turning back.
No.
Yeah.
No, not.
It ain't no turning back.
The same thing happened to the Pharaoh of Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing happened to him, and it wasn't no turning back.
Sure, right, G. Yeah.
His bowels started dropping out of him too.
Yep.
And guess what? They said it was just like that. And guess what? He was done.
Yep.
You can holler about God forgive me. I came out of my Job moment all I want to. Sometimes, man, it's over with.
It's over with, man. Just like it was for this heathen. Now he had a change of heart, finna write a nice little letter to the Jews and all that.
Okay. That's good. But you ain't getting out of this.
Nah. You done all them infants you done kill, all them women you done kill, man.
All the folks you made the circumcision.
Man,
you cut folks' tongues out there.
Ain't enough change of heart in the world.
Hey, you hear how they said he had all the men he had put the torch about their bowels?
Yeah. He ain't sitting up there talking about no niggas no more.
Right.
He done got tired of the smell now. Go ahead, bro.
This wicked person vowed also unto the Most High, who now no more would have mercy upon them, saying thus, that the holy city, to the which he was going in haste to lay it even with the ground, and to make it a common burying place, he would set at liberty. Yeah, let him go then. And as touching the Jews whom he had judged not worthy so much as to be buried, but to be cast out with their children, to be devoured of the fowls and wild beasts, he will make them all equals to the citizens of Athens. And the holy temple, which before he had spoiled, he would garnish with goodly gifts and restore all the holy vessels with many more, and out of his own revenue defray the charges belonging to the sacrifices. Yea, and they also he would become a Jew himself and go through all the world that was inhabited and declare the power of Elohim.
Look, you know when you get close to dying, you know.
Oh yeah,
yes, sir.
You knew that.
Yeah.
You know what, man? I think I want to start keeping the laws now.
Too late,
bruh. I would have knew it would have been over for me the moment worms coming out your body. Dog, that's a judgment for the wicked, bro.
That's it, bro. That's hellfire. That's gonna happen in the lake.
And you was so wicked. He gave you the judgment that was saved for the wicked for the afterlife. He gave that to you while you were living.
Come on, man.
We
gave you a head start.
It's over.
Man, once I seen the first worm pop out my body, bro, I would have saved that letter. I know it's over with for me. I see a worm pop out my body. You giving me a head start. It's self-explanatory at that moment.
Right.
Unless I got a health condition going on I don't know about.
Right.
Man, if I see that on this side of the dirt,
that's judgment.
Man, look, that's judgment, man.
Not to mention he can smell it. He already can
giving
smell
you
it.
a head start on what's coming for you.
Mm-hmm.
Man, look.
It's over with.
It's over with. The fat lady, she's singing.
Yes,
Go ahead,
sir.
bro.
Verse 18.
Yeah.
But for all this, okay, wait a minute. I think I read that. Did I read that?
Yeah, you
but for
read it
all
again,
this,
bro.
his pains would not cease, for the just judgment of Elohim was come upon him.
You see that? It said, but for all this, his pains would not cease.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, bro.
Therefore, despairing of his health, he wrote unto the Jews the letter underwritten, containing the form of a supplication after this manner. Antiochus, king and governor, to the good Jews.
Look at that. Look at that. To the good Jews. Just a few verses ago, they was
his citizens wishing much joy, health, and prosperity. If ye and your children fare well, and your affairs be to your contentment, I give very great thanks to Elohim, having my hope in heaven. As for me, I was weak, or else I would have remembered kindly. Kindly and good will returning out of Persia. And being taken with a grievous disease, I thought it necessary to care for the common safety of all.
Yeah, I bet.
Not distrusting my health.
This is how you know the Most High done whoop somebody's head right here.
Yes.
When they do a complete 180 from what they've been on,
yes, right.
They go from breathing fire against everybody. Now they
good Jews.
We just got.
Yeah, he God. I'm God.
Oh, okay. That's how I be knowing right there. I ain't got to say nothing else. The Most High got you.
Yeah,
he got you.
Yeah,
that's how I know. Man, you know, man, it ain't got to be like that, man. When they come out on that right there, something must have happened. I don't know what, but I know for sure the Most High was dealing with you. Yeah, Go ahead.
Verse 22. Not distrusting mine health, but having great hope to escape this sickness. But concerning that even my father, at what time he led an army into the high countries, appointed a successor, to the end that if anything fell out contrary to expectation, or if any tidings were brought that were grievous, they of the land, knowing to whom the state was left, might not be troubled. Again, considering how that the princes that are borderers and neighbors unto my kingdom wait for opportunities and expect what shall be the event, I have appointed my son Antiochus king, whom I often committed and commended unto many of you when I went up into the high provinces, to whom I have written as followeth. Therefore I pray and request you to remember the benefits that I have done unto you generally and in special, and that every man will be still faithful to me and my son. Well, look at this sucker here, man.
It's crazy, bro.
For I am persuaded that he, understanding my mind, will favorably and graciously yield to your desires. Thus the murderer and blasphemer has suffered most grievously. As he entered other men, so died he a miserable death in the strange country in the mountains. And Philip, that was brought up with him, carried away his body, who also, fearing the son of Antiochus, went into Egypt to Ptolemy Philometor. All
right, last place, Hebrew. Go to the next chapter, chapter 10, read 1 through 9. And we up out of here. Okay. All right. Second Maccabees 10, 1 through 9. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 1. Now Maccabeus and his company, the Most High guideth them, recovered the temple and the city, but the altars which the heathen had built in the open street, and also the chapels they pulled down. And having cleansed the temple, they made another altar, and striking stones, they took fire out of them and offered a sacrifice after 2 years, and set forth incense and lights and showbread. When it was done, they fell flat down and besought the Most High that they might come no more into such troubles. But if they sin any more against him, that he himself would chasten them with mercy, and that they may not be delivered into the blasphemous and barbarous nation. Now upon the same day that the stranger profaned the temple, on the very same day it was cleansed again, even the 25th day of the same month, which is Caslu.
Yeah. I heard the elder refer to this day as tabernacles earlier. This is why. All right, go ahead. Verse 6.
And they kept the 8 days with gladness, as the feast of tabernacles, remembering that not long afore they had held the feast of tabernacles, when as they wandered in the mountains and dens like beasts.
So this is just like the feast of tabernacles.
Yep, that's right.
Yep, go ahead, bro.
Therefore they bare branches and fair boughs and palms also, and sang songs unto him that had given them good success in cleansing his place. They ordained also by a common statute and decree that every year those days should be kept of the whole nation of the Jews.
That's right.
This was the end of Antiochus, called Epiphany. All
right. All right. So look, and we see, our people kept this custom all the way through the time of Christ. We read what John 10.
That's it, brother.
Yeah.
He was there on the feast of dedication,
right,
keeping the feast of dedication.
Right after the tabernacle, keeping the feast, getting ready to be slaughtered as a sacrifice. And he was dedicating his body and dedicating his service to the Father and to his children. So I don't hear nothing about no dedication.
That's right. That's right. And if he condemned it, we should be reading something about him there, telling why y'all doing dedication.
Right.
This ain't in Leviticus 23.
Look, and he was on Solomon's porch.
Yeah.
Where the tent tabernacles were dedicated.
Facts.
That's right, bro.
He was over there.
Facts. Man, look, he an Israelite, y'all. What you? Come on, man.
He was on the porch where they slaughtered all the animals. They dedicated.
Thank you.
He was benefited being the dedicated.
Man, look, who gave Daniel the prophecy about it?
Come on, brother. Gabriel.
Who told Gabriel to give Daniel the prophecy about it? Thank you. So he knew all this was gonna happen anyway.
What?
Like, come on,
Leviticus 23.
Come on, man. That is when I hear Brew talking like that, we just not on the same level of understanding the scripture. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's it, bro.
When they come to these silver days and you hollering about Purim and dedication, that's not Leviticus 23, so I don't do it. Bro, you not on the level yet. You on a basic level saying stuff like that. Yeah, like matter of fact, let's go to Zechariah.
Let's go to
Let's go to Zechariah, show y'all something real quick. Don't let no brew preach that to y'all, man. Let's go read about some civil days that probably none of us keep now.
Because we don't know what it is.
Because we don't know when they is that's going to be kept in the future, though. What is that?
That was about the different
chapter 8, yeah.
Different phase.
Yeah, it's down chapter 8. Yep. Go to Zechariah chapter 8. Let's read 18 through 19.
That's where it is, too.
18 through 19. Now I know one of them fasts of the 5th month was the destruction of the first temple. That was why they were fasting in the 5th month. I gotta do more research on that. 4th.
Let him read that 1 through 2, 1 through 3 first, then skip down there.
All right, cool.
Because he said in the scene, he jealous for Zion. And if he jealous for Zion, why? He in his anger, then why all the way down to 18, he telling him we're going to be keeping these fasts and these feet.
Yeah, civil days.
That ain't in Leviticus 23.
It ain't in Leviticus 23. All right, now watch this. You said let them read 1 through 3.
Yeah.
Then skip down to read 18 and 19.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead.
Copy that. So verse 1. Again, the word of the Most High of hosts came to me, saying, Thus said the Most High of hosts, I was jealous for Zion with great jealousy, and I was jealous for her with great fury. Thus said the Most High, I am returned unto Zion, and I will dwell in the midst of Jerusalem, and Jerusalem shall be called a city of truth, and the mountain of the Most High of hosts.
Now, stop
right there, Hebrew.
Now, if it's going to be called a city of truth, and what we finna read in this 18, 19 ain't in Leviticus 23, how is it going to be called a city of truth when we still going to be keeping these days right here?
Right.
So it's pure in dedication, you understand? Ain't in the truth.
Right.
I can't. Why is he saying we're going to be keeping these when he restored the old men and the children?
Come on now.
But I can't read them in Leviticus 23.
Right.
So that's all I'm going to go down.
These brews be about as deep as ant piss.
Yeah.
About as deep as ant piss. And these the main ones that always want to be in front of a camera trying to teach somebody.
Right, bro. That's right. That's right.
I always want to debate and challenge somebody.
Yeah.
These the main ones.
Come on, bro. Talk to him.
Yeah.
Read verse 18 and 19, bro. Let's get up out of here.
Verse 18. And the word of the Most High of hosts came unto me, saying, Thus said the Most High of hosts, the fast of the 4th month, and the fast of the 5th, and the fast of the 7th, and the fast of the 10th shall be to the house of Judah, joy and gladness, and cheerful feast, that for love the truth and peace.
Hey, he said, hey, so our people kept 4 different fasts outside of atonement.
Come on now.
And he said these in the future is gonna be a joyful feast. These gonna be joyful feasts.
They ain't in Leviticus 23.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. Like, hey, you not on the level that you think you on saying stuff like that. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Y'all enjoy y'all feast of dedication. All praise to the Most High.
Yes,
I ain't got nothing else. I know we got some announcements.
Got a few announcements.
We got some announcements. Yeah, so I'm finna hand the floor over.
All right, all praise the Most High for that excellent lesson and review of our history of our ancestors who we didn't get all the way into it. Brother did an excellent job on the read. But hey, we just gotta remember, man, this is part of our history. And this is part of our history, it's part of Israel. And this is part of Israel, it's part of the Most High. Man. Simple and plain. But we got a few announcements. We got the feast of dedication. It's like I said, it's gonna be going on starting today, all week. But we will be having our gathering for the Order of Melchizedek Memphis ministry. Our gathering is gonna be this Shabbat day. We're gonna be over here at the Olive Branch Library. We're gonna be at the Olive Branch Library, right over here in Olive Branch. We're gonna be gathering regular time, 1 o'clock. I know we also got an alms deed that we're going to be doing. I want to pull this up real quick, just in case some people, last minute want to get into it. But we got a family that we kind of have adopted, and we got their sizes and their children. They're ranging anywhere from 24 months old all the way up to I think is 17. 17. And we have their clothes sizes. If y'all want to donate or y'all want to send something, ship it overnight, because we're going to be doing this Saturday as well on the Shabbat day. If y'all want to ship something down, send some donation, whatever, please do so. Get in contact with one of the elders, send us an email, text message, send it to the Order of Melchizedek Gmail at gmail.com, or get a hold of one of the sisters. If you're a sister and you got one of the sisters' contact information, they can get it to us. But we're going to be doing a lesson on Shabbat day. We're going to be doing an alms deed on Shabbat day. And we're going to be doing a feast, observing the dedication on the Shabbat day. So we're going to have a lot of people that's doing a lot different things. We're gonna be shaking and moving, trying to take care of the Lord business.
So who doing the lesson?
I'm doing this lesson on Shabbat day.
Oh, okay.
And the other brothers are gonna be going out doing the alms deed. We're gonna be taking the family some food, some clothes, and then we're gonna come back after the lesson. Then we're gonna do the feast.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
So we're gonna be doing that on this coming up Shabbat. I want me and my beloved brother Amnon on the same accord. Hadn't seen a menu, hadn't heard anybody talking about a menu, but we need y'all to cook, sister. Even some of your brothers, we need y'all to be making something. Get together, send a text message what you gonna be bringing, what you gonna be cooking. So we're gonna be double dipping on some of this stuff. I think brother Amnon and Dre they gonna get the food to take to the family. They're gonna buy it. I think that's the way it's going. I think Zaz, am I right on that, brother?
Yeah, that's what I heard Amnon say. He got his part, and think what we the rest of we just gonna add in some sides for him.
Okay, so we need side dishes not only for the arm lead, but we need some food cooked for the feast. So we need y'all to get on top of it, man. We need y'all to get on top of this thing. We need some
It's two separate.
We taking
have to have food.
We taking it to the family, and then we got to have food for the feast.
For the feast,
right?
So we have to have food before the feast to go take to the.
Yeah, so they're gonna be leaving out at 12 o'clock to take their food to the family.
Okay.
Yeah.
An hour before the lesson. That's why they're trying to get out there and get back before the lesson. Okay. So we're gonna be doing that. I don't know. So brothers and sisters, we need y'all to come on with it. Because we ain't seen no communication on no food, no menu, no nothing. So we need folks to start kicking in. And I know some of you Hebrews and Shebrews is on Friday.
Amnon just popped up.
What do you say?
I just added him to.
Oh, okay. Well then I'm gonna let the brew talk about it. He got more detail than I got.
Shalom, shalom, family. Peace and blessings.
Shalom.
Outstanding edification, man. You know that history has to go forth, man, because we got to continue to say it over and over and over and over until our people get it. Just like we were taught all of these holidays and all this other stuff. Mm-hmm. But just to get in on the announcements concerning the family, I ordered some meat for them. Well, you know, I ordered the meat for the feast, but we're gonna pull something from that. Don't worry about cooking. And like I told Maria, don't worry about cooking anything for the family because I'm gonna take care of the sides. And I'm gonna get with Brother Drake, and we're gonna take care of the sides. I just want them to focus on what we're gonna have at the feast and then what we're gonna take to the family.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we'll be taking because I don't want to, put too much on them on that. So.
All right, well that's good. That's better clarification. Yeah, good. All praise.
Yes, sir.
I don't know, brothers' lives. Are y'all gonna be going out after class? Well, y'all not. We gonna be doing the feast. Y'all not going out Saturday to do street teaching, right?
I don't think so. I don't think we're gonna have time anyway, T, because that's a full day right there. To be honest with you. Just
okay. I just want to make sure if anybody wants to know. So that they won't be going out street teaching. Yeah. Also, last thing, I did send the feast day calendar. 2025 feast day calendars have been sent out, text messages and email. If anybody from out of town want to get the 2025 feast day calendars, you can reach out to any of the brothers and sisters that have them. I know I sent it out to all the brothers, but we're gonna post it up on the website. And then if you want to reach out to one of the sisters that's married to one of the brothers in the ministry, they should have it now. And then you can get the 2025 feast day calendar, so you start playing your time off when you want to be off for the feast and all that. Get all that. So that calendar is out there for the order of Melchizedek. So we got that going as well. But other than that, that's all I got. I want to thank y'all again, man. Enjoy y'all feast of dedication. Remember y'all ancestors and remember the will and purpose of the Most High. I'll turn it back over to the brothers if none of the other elders got anything.
I got nothing else.
Yeah, I want to say one more thing. Hey, Maria sent out a list for the feast. Make sure that you sign or you can text me so I can let her know so she can go ahead and fill out and then send the original copy of who all signed up for the feast. And that way we can see who all brings something. So make sure that y'all text me, look at the menu. I think she sent it out to all the families. And if it's a slot lesson, just text us and let us know. And that way we can get that out to y'all. One more thing, just a reminder that we do have the library between 1 and 4 o'clock. I don't know if anybody else coming in afterwards, we are asked just to give us some extended time on that. So that's all I have.
Okay. All praises, bro. Brother knows you got anything else?
No, man. I mean, excellent lesson. I mean, good eating. I mean,
all praises.
To the rest of the family, man, peace, blessing, health, strength be added to your household. In the name of our beloved, the Father and the Son,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, y'all. Don't cut this off and start unwrapping gifts now.
Unless somebody gave it to you for the dedication.
Right. All right.
All right, y'all. Shalom, family.